check for my vitals, think I need revival. Broken down and fading, my heart keeps breaking. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up, because we are the fighters. It's just how it's meant to be. This is where our worlds collide. This is where we come alive. This is where we realize. This is where we
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bad Patchy Mario League channel. I'm joined by Invictus as always. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome. It's time to crown our B League champion today. It's been a long season. We've had lots of ups and downs. We've had group stages. We've had everything. But today, we get to see who is the best of the B Leagues. This is the bracket that we are doing today. We started this actually a week ago today. And then the top four that you saw here all played in the group stages of the bracket. Of course, we all remember how that went, and unfortunately, none of the B-League teams took a map. So today, we're going to see more B-League teams taking maps than we ever have in the group stage. We have our semi-finals, Fortnite Pancake versus Surge Academy, that's first up, and then we have DayDream versus Interns, and then we have the winner of that, and that'll be first to three. We get to close out our B-League season right here. Give them a nice send-off, give them a nice final rest down. Well, I guess also a final climax of the season.
I don't know if I'm going to use that word, but yeah, that's fine.
Talk me through these games. What are you expecting today?
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of very close games. Fortnite, Pancake, Surge Academy, I think, are pretty much tied, you know, in terms of the regular season as well. So it should be a pretty fun game. And DayDream and Interns also, I think, will be very close because Interns looked really great last week. DayDream, I think, is still the favorite to take it all, but you know, we might see some surprise performances from the likes of Fortnite, Pancake, or the Interns. So
sure.
very excited for you know, this our B League playoffs. The British League, as everyone knows, B stands for better. B stands for better league, so you know that's what we have today, and you know, very exciting. I think we should just get into it. Teams are ready.
Yeah, I think so. So this is our first two. We're going to start with Fortnite Pancake Surge Academy and then DayDream Interns. This is, of course, how they finished. We have Interns versus DayDream later, so that's the 1v5, but we have a very close matchup. C2 versus C3, and if we look at their previous history, if we look at their head-to-head, the last time they faced was in week 3, I believe, and Fortnite Pancake took it 2-1. But that was week 3. We've had playoffs since then. We've had mid-season since then. So it's kind of up in the air. It could go either way.
Yep, definitely.
And with that, let's head over to our casters for these first two games. Before our finals, this is Recurve and Wi-Fi.
Hello and welcome to our first match of the B League playoff tournament, where we have Surge Academy versus Fortnite Pancake. I'm here today with Wi-Fi. Hello, Wi-Fi.
Hello. And, you know, this game is probably going to be the closer one than, because I think people are expecting DayDream to walk out here with the dub overall, but I think this game will be pretty close, and whoever wins this, I expect to take it close to DayDream. You know, all of the B League teams have improved, as well as, you know, they've played close against some A League teams. I know, you know, Fortnite Pancake, they played really close against Strip Diff on some maps, and, you know, Surge Academy played close against some A League teams as well. And, you know, I'm just hoping to see some good competition from these teams.
Yeah, and I think I've been keeping up a little bit more with the B League teams, especially towards the end of the season here, hosting earlier weeks as well. And from what I've seen, the level of play from B League overall has just spiked exponentially, especially towards the end. They've obviously, a couple of teams have received a lot of coaching, a lot of help from A League. They've put in the work, they've grinded out their comps, things that they're comfortable with, and just the level of play is much better, and just overall just significantly better than it was at the beginning of the season. So I think, especially in this first match, we're going to see a much closer, like tight-knit game. However, the later match, Interns versus DayDream, I believe, could also be very close as well, as we saw Interns popping off, just playing out of their minds with incredible improvement over the course of the season. So yeah, like I said, just a lot of improvement on both sides. I think we're going to see really close games throughout the day today, and good luck to all the teams.
You know, we talk about the improvement of these B League teams, and, you know, I think we've gotten to the point where I think some of these players on the B League teams could probably replace some A League players. I mean, the improvement is just ginormous throughout these B League teams. I mean, most players, I mean, they've grinded up ranks, they've grinded SR, and they're trying to prove that, you know, maybe in the next season of BPL, maybe they're not B League picks, and, you know, they can be A League. And with the bracket here, they're going to try to prove once and for all that, you know, they can compete and they're not just fodder.
Yeah, I'm almost positive this Eli guy could replace me in a heartbeat, especially on the Pharah, any DPS that is. As we see the teams roll out a little bit on some comps, we see some standard rush, it looks like, from Fortnite Pancake, just with the Kree Sombra instead of the Mei, which is pretty interesting. I guess this team feels particularly comfortable with Sombra. We've seen a lot of Sombra out of B League teams, just in general. It's been pretty across the board. We saw, I believe, Surge Academy run a little bit of Sombra in weeks previous with Eli on it, if I remember correctly. And it looks like Surge Academy will be coming out with a more dive composition with the Bald Diva. Obviously, they are in spawn. Could hit me with the Jabate at any moment, but yeah, it could be a stylistic difference from either team.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Fortnite Pancake in their matches before this. They prefer the Sombra over the Mei. I don't know if it's they don't have a natural Mei player, or Lettuce isn't very comfortable on it, but Lettuce has been preferring the Sombra and the Brawl almost every single time. And I mean, we're just gonna have to see if he can get some value out of here against the dive, get some massive hacks in the ball, and
we will see Bant go behind, try and get the boop off the high ground, and will get completely blown up. I'm not sure if he caught a hack, but he gets stunned and instantly killed. So Surge Academy will have to wait a little bit more for their main tank to return. He will switch over to the Winston as Eli finds Benora with a headshot, and very nice shot from him. Misses on the grapple shot, but the damage is already done. They've taken out a very prominent DPS pick for Fortnite Pancake, and now they're going to take more space.
Yeah, Surge Academy is going to switch to the Winston here. Bant realizes that the ball, maybe not the best pick into the comp, and I mean, as I say that, he dies anyways, but I don't think any dive hero right now is kind of the pick into the brawl comp right here. I mean, they're just too, they die too fast. I think you maybe just want to go with the Reinhardt here instead.
And like you said, Bant dying twice there before the first fight really even happens, so it kind of neutralizes the pick that Eli got, as Superb will try and run at Eli just as hard as he can, zones out the Widow. Bant does come back to try and take that space away, but it seems like it's very neutral so far. Not much actual engages have been taken, more of a slow-paced fight from Surge Academy here. And as I say that, Eli will find Mr. Chip with another headshot. Benora will trade him out. And the Shatter comes in from Spooky, finds Diva, Big Shatter will not find the Diva mech actually. The Diva bomb gets thrown in, doesn't quite find anybody as well. The Valk does come out looking for the res perhaps to try and even out the fight. Flaws will find Bant in the backline on the Lucio, and EMP comes out and catches, I believe, only the Diva mech, but it will find the Diva mech. The Diva mech will go down. And once again, Surge Academy will just seem to kind of soft disengage, as it's just really slow fights so far. They do have the damage boosted Ash sitting in the background, so he could do a lot of work here.
Yeah, I prefer this Ashe over the Widow pick. Over, I mean, it just lays in more spam into the rush comp. But I mean, Fortnite Pancake over the rush, they just have to weather the storm. I mean, they live by surviving with this Sombra pick, and I mean, if they can just run out like Surge Academy, once they use their dive, they dive in, they're just pretty much dead. Oh, and you're gonna see Surge Academy. They realize they need to swap off this dive, and they're going over to the rush now. I like this a lot more than the dive, but they're gonna stick with the Tracer Ashe. Oh, never mind, the McCree here from Eli, and you know, the Tracer with the Pulse Bomb. We're going to see this Pulse Bomb actually be massive because I prefer the May pick here, but against
I like
the
Tracer pick
Brawl.
from Surge Academy. The Shatter will get dropped, finds 2. The Lamp does come out from turning drops to save his whole team, but Benora with 3 with the High Noon ends the entire push with 1 ult. And just really clean defense so far from Fortnite Pancake. Spooky on the Rhine, dropping really value shatters, and Benora's doing everything that he needs to do. He's taking off angles, he's finding picks where he needs to, so all of the damage that Eli is doing on Surge Academy just isn't enough.
Yeah, and you see Fortnite Pancake coming up with this Sombra Diva ult here. They have the EMP and the bomb, and this could lead them into a Fortnite Pancake into another ult cycle if they can execute this combo fast, but he doesn't have the EMP yet.
The Diva Bomb does come out, doesn't find anybody, but we have Spooky just dueling in the backline. We'll find Eli as he's trying to take another off angle to try and even it out. Superb with 2 with the huge Diva Bomb thrown into the backline of Surge Academy, and that's just gonna be another fight win for Fortnite Pancake, and that'll do it. And we're coming into last fight territory here.
Yeah, we're coming into last fight recurve, and Lettuce, he has the EMP, and they almost have Shatter. This could be a massive combo from Fortnite Pancake. I mean, what does Surge Academy have to their name? They only have the BAP window, and I mean, this window is going to have to be the biggest window of Surge Academy's life and career here. They're going to want to cap Dorado here.
The EMP Shatter is what Fortnite Pancake are going to be looking for to just end this entire push. It's their bread and butter combo. The EMP comes out, finds 3. The Shatter comes from Spooky, finds 3 as well. And he's just swinging in the backline, running at the entire team. Finds 2. Pavi will find Mr. Chip on the Tracer. Megaless will find Benora as well, so it's not quite over for Surge Academy, but Spooky's still alive, still swinging in their backline, and there's nothing that they can do about it. And that's going to be a first point hold and a really dominant hold from Fortnite Pancake.
I mean, yeah, I think that comes down to the composition diff. I think Surge Academy were too slow to swap off the dive. They tried a few bites with it. I mean, Eli would get the pick on the Widow, but they didn't. Bant would die before they could capitalize. He would go in as Eli got a pick, but he just died too fast to the Brawl. Fortnite Pancake, they have all the stuns. They have Hack and they have the Ryan. They just run down the monkey once he uses jump, and he just dies immediately. I mean, Surge Academy, I think they need to swap over to that rush a bit faster, and you know, Fortnite Pancake, it just seems that they had the read on Surge Academy.
Yeah, like you said, I think it was a very large difference between the composition choices from Fortnite Pancake and Surge Academy. Surge Academy wanted to come out with this dive composition. They probably seemed comfortable on it in scrims and warm-ups, whatever it may be. But Fortnite Pancake just with a really dominant first point hold, playing to their strengths really well, disengaging in fights that they knew they could win if they got their respawns back, and it was just super clean overall from them. Really well done. But Surge Academy, just those late switches and that ult cycle from Fortnite Pancake, it was just absolutely too much for them to overcome in the end. And it looks like we're going to see a little sneaky sneaky first hold from Surge Academy, as LH Cloudy would call this holding in the hoose. Without the May, though.
Without the May, they're gonna try to mirror with the Sombra, but I prefer the May because you can actually stall the cart on the red building. I mean, looks like they're just gonna hold on the cart, in fact, not even in red building. And I mean, the mirror's gonna have to be big. They're gonna have to own in the mirror here.
They will not be holding in the who's the lamp comes out super early from turning drop to save Bant on the Ryan, but it's just not enough. Spooky's just swinging for free. He will go down, so Ryan's will be traded. Mr. Chip drops the lamp to try and save his team a little bit too late, but Benora's found Megalass, and Mr. Chip has found Pavi. Benora's just free firing in the back, and just for absolutely no contest. Getting significantly more value on this McCree than Pavi is, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, look at the diff between Fortnite. I think Fortnite Pancake, they're just super practiced on this Brawl comp. They seem much more confident than Surge Academy did. I think Surge Academy, they might have, put all of their stocks into the dive comp, and it just doesn't work anymore in Dorado here because Fortnite Pancake's rush is just too clean. I mean,
the fight will come out. Eli will get forced out, not finding a manual hack quite yet. Spooky's just running completely aggressive. Finds the Shatter onto the McCree. McCree will be able to get out quite a bit, but the D.Va mech is just sitting on point, and there's just too many kills coming out on the side of Fortnite Pancake. I don't think it's going to be enough, and as well as an EMP, an early EMP from Lieutenant Lettuce, and that should seal out the map, I believe, leading to a Fortnite Pancake 1-0 so far over Surge Academy.
And, that was dominance from Fortnite Pancake. They are super confident on this rush. We saw them in the earlier weeks with this rush. Spooky, he's just kind of cracked on the Reinhardt. This guy just kind of presses W, and there's nothing that Surge Academy is doing about it. I mean, they either have to play much more decisive here, or they have to find a comp that can, beat the Brawl in the longer fight. I mean, I think the May pick might be the answer there. You can totally just destroy the Reinhardt with freezes and flashes and stop that aggression from Spooky, because I think that seems like the only way that Spooky is going to stop pressing W is if you kite his aggression and stop the aggression here.
Yeah, I think it was a valiant effort coming out from Surge Academy trying to mirror this composition, but it's very clear that Fortnite Pancake is just more practiced on it. It's very clearly their bread and butter. Spooky on the Reinhardt, obviously, the entire season has been a force to be reckoned with, touting, I believe, the highest damage in both A and B League on Reinhardt at one point. Just an absolute menace on the character. So this rush composition just kind of fits the overall playstyle of the Fortnite Pancake players. It works really well. So I think if we want to see Surge Academy turn this around, they really can't mirror this. They can't play into exactly what Fortnite Pancake want, because they know that they're stronger in this mirror. So like you said, I'd like to see maybe a May come out. I'd like to see maybe some quicker aggression, some faster pacing from Surge Academy to try and outpace Fortnite Pancake, because they will not, I don't believe, be winning these ego duels, these mirrors overall between the two teams.
I mean, maybe even a map pick here could destroy the Brawl comp. I mean, if you get a good map pick, because Surge Academy, they're very comfortable in this dive. They want to run the dive. They showed at the beginning that they want to play the ball, but I mean, if they could pick a good map here to destroy the Brawl, I mean, they could pick a map that's like the Brawl has to go super open and they can just play very far back. I mean, maybe that's the only way you can stop the Brawl if Surge Academy, if they're not comfortable in running the mirror or running the Brawl into Fortnite Pancake. Maybe they could pick a map or pick a different comp that can just sit up and poke out the Brawl before the Brawl can even run into them.
Yeah, it's going to need to be something that isn't mirror, because it's clear that their dive composition originally just wasn't working, so they tried to switch to the mirror to see what they could do towards the end, and it wasn't quite enough. And it looks like we're going to be getting Eichenwald, actually. And Eichenwald is an interesting pick, because Brawl is very viable on both first and third points, but on second point you can get away with a lot. You can get away with some dive, you can get away with some Widow play, especially on those super long sight lines. So we'll see what Surge Academy is thinking with this Eichenwald pick. Perhaps they want to run a little bit of Pharah to deter the Brawl from Fortnite Pancake. Pharah is really, really strong on Eichenwald. I know, trust me. So seeing it come out here would be very nice. Just something to counteract this Brawl comp that Fortnite Pancake are super practiced on, because we said it again and again, this mirror is just not going to work for them.
I mean, maybe Surge Academy's play here is to try their best to hold first, but I think Surge Academy here want to play for second. Their comp that they like, it's just so much easier to run on second, especially since the Brawl, they either have to run all the way through Castle, or they have to run all the way through Main, and if they just want to sit on cart, then it's just free damage for Surge Academy. They can just poke in with, like you said, a Pharah. I like the Junkrat here personally instead of the Pharah. Yeah. But, I mean, we're actually going to see Surge Academy. They're going to try to mirror this Brawl, but with a bit of a different composition with the Zarya and the Reaper and the May. I mean, I kind of like this from maybe Surge Academy. They're trying to catch them with a different Brawl off guard. With the Zarya and the Reaper, you want to be a lot more aggressive than the D.Va. And Fortnite Pancake, maybe Surge Academy saw that they're going to play the Sombra again, but I think at this point you should know maybe Lettuce is just the Sombra specialist for Fortnite Pancake here, because I don't know if Taylor's going to be playing the Sombra here, but I mean, Surge Academy, I think with the Zarya and this Reaper pick, if Eli does, he goes to the May, they're going to have to play super aggressive here. The Zarya wins based off the aggression. The D.Va, she wins in the long fight, especially with the spam comp in here from Fortnite Pancake. If this Hanzo can just weather out the initial Brawl and the initial rush, then this Hanzo can get massive picks alongside the D.Va.
This Hanzo's going to look to take off angles early on in the fight to try and deter Fortnite Pancake from being able to run in, but that's just not enough, as Surge Academy will just barrel right at them. The early Orbitality field from Fortnite Pancake will save their main tank early on. Taylor is able to find Bant super early on in the fight, so that's the main tank down on the side of Surge Academy. Pavi will trade out for Spooky, so that's both main tanks unavailable for either team. The lamp does come out on the side of Surge Academy as well to save their entire team, to keep them all nice and healthy. The D.Va Mech will go down super early on. Superb finds himself caught out really far, and Megalast will take down Benora as well on the McCree. So I think this is going to be a quick first point take from Surge Academy. The adaptation was there. It seems like it was enough.
I mean, yeah, like I said, that initial rush, the Zarya was able to get so high charge from that, and Taylor, without the fight lasted long enough for Taylor to get picks, but I mean, it wasn't enough. I mean, Megalast with the Zarya pick, he was just able to stay high charge. Nobody looked at the Zarya, and he was just able to beam everybody down along with Pavi on the Reaper. There's a crucial pick he got on Spooky there, but the Bant dies early here, so.
Superb will find Bant as well, so we could be looking at off of the back of that pick, maybe a close hold on these gates on Eichenwald B. It seems so far that Fortnite Pancake is just choosing to hold in the castle, to take that space, just deny the high ground, especially as there is somebody, I believe the Reaper on the side of Surge Academy just waiting in the castle to try and take an angle. He will start coming from behind. Reaper really known for coming from the side, especially with both of his guns. He will find Benora as well, just waiting his time out. So 2 go down on the side of Fortnite Pancake. 3 now. Pavi with a huge flank, finding a bunch of people. And it seems like Spooky will be taking Megalast off the map. That's actually huge.
That's worth. That's like
a big pick from them, as they lost the fight already, and Megalast will lose all of her charge. So coming into this fight, they will be down the Graviton for the quick recontest, as well as dealing with only a low charge Zarya. Despite this, Surge Academy does have 6 ultimates to Fortnite Pancake's 1. And Benora finds 2, but Benora finds 2 right away. Pavi will try and trade out with the Reaper ult, but it will only find Creamsicle on the Lucio. Eli will find Spooky, but it's just not enough, as Superb is supercharged on that Zarya and will lead to a fight win from Fortnite Pancake.
I mean, yeah, that pick from Spooky, the big pin that he got on Megalast, that might have been the deciding factor for them holding here. Megalast, if he had that charge, he had the grab there as well, he might have been able to just beam down Fortnite Pancake, especially without the beat from Creamsicle. I mean, Surge Academy here, but they have the ults. We'll see if they can rush through Castle here and, get an early victory off this grab.
Surge Academy using both DPS ults in that fight. Despite losing, they will come in with both tank and both support ults, however. The early window comes out from Turtle Shell, unable to really find anybody. The window Fire Strike not really connecting. However, Surge Academy's main tank will fall very low, able to heal up though, just biding their time, waiting for their resources to come back. Seems like they're going to go for a rotate onto the high ground. The window comes out from Surge Academy. Once again, window Fire Strike not really able to find anybody. The Shatter, however, finds 5 from Bant. The whole team goes down. The grab comes out late, and that should lead to a second point cap. A huge shatter from Bant is probably going to lead to the second point cap on Eichenwald leading in a third.
I mean, yeah, Megalast just chucking in the grab there just to make sure they actually capture B. I mean, I'm pretty fine with that, honestly. They use the shatter and they use the grab. That's not horrible. They're coming up in this mail here, and that's pretty much exactly what, you're going to get out of the grab. The mail is huge here on third point, but Fortnite Pancake, look at all of the ults that they have. They're coming up on almost all of their ults, and if they can win with just 1 or 2 ults here, they can ult cycle Surge Academy. I mean,
they need this hold for sure. The early grab comes out, finds almost the whole team except for the Reaper. The beat does come out in response from Missy to save their entire team. Pavi will find Turtle Shell on the flank, so that's the main heals for Fortnite Pancake down. The Shatter comes out, not really able to find anybody. The mail from Taylor also just freezing up almost the entire team in the backline. But I don't think it's enough, as Bant and Eli just cleaning up.
That is not what you like to see from Fortnite Academy. I'd say they could use the 1 or 2 ults to win the fight, but I mean, after they committed to a few ults and they lost, I think they should have backed out and not committed these mail, especially the mail from Taylor here. We're gonna see if Fortnite Pancake can rush out here with the window. Let's see if he can get any value here.
Window comes out early on from Turtle Shell, really unable to find anybody with the Fire Strike. The beat in response from Creamsicle to try and retake this point, and after 3 picks on the side of Fortnite Pancake, that will probably be looking like a hold, but very, very close to a cap from Surge Academy. So this is do or die time for Fortnite Pancake on this hold.
All right, Surge Academy, I mean, like I said before, you can see the ults coming up. They didn't use any ults that fight. I mean, they didn't have any, but they coming up on these ults, and all they have to do is bank up all of their ults and press Q and they win. The cart is so close to being capped that Fortnite Pancake here, they have to play almost perfectly against these ults to be able to win.
you do see the window on the side of Surge Academy available. So window fire strike early is probably what we're looking for, but Superb with that grav can trade out in response. Here comes the fire strike, unable to connect with anybody as Fortnite Pancake is able to kite around the corner a little bit, but Starbucker will find Benora, so that's a lot of damage down on the side of Fortnite Pancake. The shatter comes out, unable to really find anybody on either side. Superb will find Pabby. The freeze comes out on the side of Surge Academy, finds Spooky, and this should maybe be a 3rd-point cap, despite it looking kind of even throughout the early stages of that fight. Benora's still alive, trying to get a trade-out pick. Taylor will drop the mail, so that's a lot of people frozen on the side of, on the side of Surge Academy. Unable to really find anybody, however. The slam comes in from Spooky as this is stall time for Surge Academy here. The beat comes out on the side of Fortnite Pancake, and Ban is just swinging for free, doing as much damage as he can, trying to kill all of these respawns as fast as possible. The reroll from Pabby is able to find Superb's mech, and it's just more cleanup over time. Spooky needs to go down, though. Spooky staying alive for a decent amount of time to try and stall it out, but it's just not enough, as Surge Academy will complete the map with 149 remaining.
Man, that was just Surge Academy. They just had all the ults, and Fortnite Pancake had none. They had to use all their ults to be able to try to hold, before Surge Academy captain. Surge Academy, they just had the ults, and that's unlucky for Taylor. Types in chat. The mouse froze. The big freeze. As I said, it was winnable. They got almost everybody in that freeze, and Taylor being able to clean up there 1 or 2 picks, that could have been winnable for Fortnite Pancake, but unlucky, I guess. And Surge Academy. Maybe they found the response to Fortnite Pancake's rush here with the Reaper Zarya.
It seems like they're playing much more aggressive and they're much more comfortable on this May and Reaper composition. I don't know if it's an adaptation or if it's something that they practice on this map in particular, but they do seem like they're rotating ults better, they're banking ults better, they're dictating the speed of the fight and the flow of the game just overall better than Fortnite Pancake did on that defense. So what we're going to be looking at here is if they can do it on their own defense as well, as they struggled quite a bit on the last map to do just that. Fortnite Pancake will be sticking with the Hanzo, it seems, on the attack. So Taylor looking to take those off angles to try and get those one-shot headshots to try and break that Ryan shield faster than Surge Academy. Surge Academy will be able to try and get that kind of tank difference so Spooky can walk forward, so Spooky can do what he does best and do as much damage as possible, building that early shatter.
Surge Academy, they're up in especially the Reaper here, they're sitting in a more aggressive position than you normally see most Brawl teams run, and we're going to see if they can run down Fortnite Pancake here. Well, Taylor's on the May, though, so it might be a bit harder for Surge Academy to run them over.
Yeah, Taylor will be switching over to the May, so a little bit of a debate. The May wall does come out on the side of Surge Academy and finds Spooky early on, so that's their first push just completely denied. We will see Surge Academy not really commit to trying to team wipe there, as they'll just take the kill on Spooky. They'll say, okay, we got that ult charge, that's all we need, and here we are resetting once again. Eli with a really, really strong May ult there, or not May ult, but May wall there to try and just kill Spooky right away. And it's the pin will come out from Ban, and he'll get done super early on. Not sure if that was a misclick or not, but the not windows, but lamps come out from both sides. Superb will find Pabby. Starbucker will trade out for Spooky. So this is still pretty much anybody's fight. Both teams falling relatively low. Fortnite Pancake, especially the support line, and Megalast does have that super high charge Zarya. The window unable to really connect with anybody. Missy will find Taylor as Surge Academy just running back in. Bant will come back after dying early on in that fight, and here he goes, just swinging on Spooky, just as Spooky did to him in the map previous.
I don't know if that was that might have been a misclick, or it might have been just a huge pin play going in from Bant there, but they trade out the Reinhardts. Very lucky for Surge Academy that they managed to do that, and I think Fortnite Pancake's main problem there is Eli was just flanking the entire time. Nobody looked at the May, and the May was just able to get so much freeze value onto Fortnite Pancake, and the big freezes want them to fight. In Surge Academy here, they have almost all of their ults, but Fortnite Pancake, they're coming up on a lot of ults themselves.
We will be looking. Oh, a huge shatter! A 5-man from Bant. Bant hitting huge shatters this map. Finds 2 himself, and Megalast is able to pick up Spooky, and that's just in one fell swoop. Just fight over. Yeah. Bant decides, not holding right here.
Yeah, and that's not. Oh, they're gonna get this early. Is Reaper? Oh, almost got the late stagger onto Superb. That would have been massive, but. Surge Academy, they still have all of their ults here. With Fortnite Pancake, they lost quick, so they get another fight here, and they have all of their ults, just like Surge Academy. We'll see who can, dump more Qs and they'll fight faster.
And here we see both the beat and the Graviton Surge dropped from Surge Academy, or the beat from Fortnite Pancake and the Graviton Surge from Surge Academy. Pavi will try and flank on this Reaper. Not really getting much value, has to fade out. The Shatter's dropped. Spooky does block it. Will get frozen up, but not quite dead yet. The grab and the freeze both get dropped at the same time. On both, the freeze gets dropped on both sides. Everybody frozen on the side of Surge Academy. Will they be able to clean it up? No, not quite. They'll survive through it thanks to the beat from Missy. And it seems like Surge Academy will hold once again, despite that huge ult fight. I think something like 7-8 ults coming out on both sides.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, Fortnite Pancake,
wild.
they're coming back faster here. They have the respawns, and I mean, this Death Blossom's got to be absolutely massive.
The Shatter gets dropped, and they'll find Bant early on. The Reaper ult from Pavi to try and equalize, but I don't think it's quite enough, as he will go down. Starbucker does find Superb, and Eli's just trying to do as much work as he can, holding mouse 1 on Spooky, trying to freeze up the Reinhardt. Meanwhile, Megalast and Starbucker both find picks of their own. Megalast doing insane work on this high charge Zarya, just beaming in the back line. She's a menace.
Surge Academy actually wins that. I mean, that's surprising here. That's not what you want to see from Fortnite Pancake. They deserved that fight. They came back with the respawn advantage and they took point, but Megalast is just able to clean up on Zarya here with the high charge. Nobody shot the high charge Zarya, and it might be worse from Surge Academy here, considering they have the legs on lock for the brawl here. And I mean, it's not the best brawl pick, but
oh, the Shatter comes out early on. Oh, the Shatter from the side from Bant. Oh, and there's just too much for Fortnite Pancake to be able to withstand. Too many ultimates online on the sides of Surge Academy. They don't even need the freeze. It'll get thrown out as a little bit of a BM ult towards the end, and Surge Academy will be able to equalize 1-1. We're going to a map 3 here.
I mean, yeah, we talked about how Surge Academy, they needed to play much more aggressive and more decisive, and that's exactly what they did. I don't know if the mid-map pep talk got them like riled up and they figured out how to play against Fortnite Pancake, but the Reaper Zarya rush here, it was just so much better than what they were trying to play. The mirror, it was not going to work. Fortnite Pancake, they're super comfortable in the comp that they were playing, and you know, I think Surge Academy recognized this and they were just like, we're just going to play our game, we're not going to let them play their game, and it seemed to work here on Eichenwald, but maybe that was the map pick. Maybe they're super comfortable, but it's Fortnite Pancake's map pick here, and I mean, maybe this is probably super crucial for Fortnite Pancake.
The adaptation was really good from Surge Academy, realizing that Spooky's aggressive Ryan play was pretty easily punished through Mei walls. So they run that Mei, they run that Reaper to try and capitalize on the good walls, especially from Eli, getting consistent Mei walls on Spooky over and over and over again, and just taking him out early on in fights, as well as Bant. Bant coming out of nowhere with really clean, really good shatters nonstop, over and over and over again, seems to be finding these key shatters on Spooky, finding 3, 4, 5 bans over and over and over again throughout the entire map, leading to a really good map win for them. And Megalast as well, doing really, really good work, staying alive as a high charge Zarya, dealing as much damage as she can while her DPS are down. That's why we saw a lot of those fights that looked to be going the way of Fortnite Pancake actually being swung back the other way, because she was in the backline on Zarya with that high charge not being dealt with and just beaming down the enemy DPS. So really good credit to the tank line of Surge Academy for not only capitalizing on the DPS picks and the DPS switches, but also changing their own playstyles and just overall popping off.
I mean, Busan's going to be the map pick here from Fortnite Pancake, and this should be a kind of good map pick for Fortnite Pancake, but it also could be for Surge Academy, because you know Surge Academy likes that dive, but maybe Fortnite Pancake are baiting Surge Academy to wanting to play dive in the other maps. But as for now, this is going to be the brawl heavy point, and I assume Fortnite Pancake, Lettuce is in, they're going to play this Sombra pick, yep, and I don't know if Eli is hovering the Sombra right now. I don't know if you want to mirror the Sombra here just because, you know, Lettuce is going to play it. I prefer just to see the main just run them over before Lettuce can get any value on the Sombra here. That's how you beat the Sombra for Surge Academy here, is you do exactly what you did on Eichenwald. You just run them down before, I mean, especially here. Lettuce, he has to get value over time on the Sombra pick here. He gets to get the value hacks and a value over to get EMP. The fight has to last long, and if Surge Academy just run them down here, I mean, it'll be over before Fortnite Pancake can even, you know, get an EMP.
And we will see Benora switching over to the Mei as well, realizing how strong of a pick that is on this map in particular. Surge Academy opting instead to switch onto the Sombra Reaper. And as I say that, Eli goes down super early on to his mirror and Lieutenant Lettuce on the Sombra, so that'll be... but Patty is able to trade out for Mr. Chip on the Baptiste, so it's a lot of healing down on the side of Fortnite Pancake. Spooky will fall, as well as Benora. Patty just doing crazy work on this Reaper from the back line, fighting for that fight, just off the back of his own -1 damage, off of his own 2 guns from the side, over and over again, doing a lot of work on the Reaper so far.
I mean, at Fortnite Pancake, the May pick might be better here, but I don't think you have enough damage to compete with the Reaper if you're going to run May Sombra. And you see Benora here switches to the McCree, realizes that they don't have enough damage here, and adding the stun onto to stop the Reaper, this could be massive here from Fortnite Pancake.
Fortnite Pancake looking to rush out onto the point. They will get past the initial choke point, fighting on the point now, able to brawl a little bit. Spooky swinging, the bubble comes out from Superb. Superb getting very close to that Graviton, but Spooky drops the Shatter and finds 3. The grab does come out in response, not really able to find anybody, but Spooky's Shatter is just, I think, quite enough, as he found 3 on the ground there, and his team's just able to clean up and retake the point.
I mean, Fortnite Pancake there, they had the grab super. That was an extremely fast grab, and Lettuce has the EMP here for this next fight, and this EMP, I expect this EMP to be huge. Search Academy, they don't have the beat. I mean, this Blossom's gonna have to but it's a 6-man.
6-man EMP coming out from Lieutenant Lettuce, as Fortnite Pancake will just rush in, but despite the 6-man EMP, Bant drops the Shatter, finds 2 after Pavi is able to find Spooky early on. Superb kill does find Eli, but I don't think it's quite enough. Pavi's just doing so much work on this Reaper, fight after fight after fight. Finds 3, I believe, that fight, and it's gonna a quick point flip on the side of Surge Academy.
I mean, what happened to Fortnite Pancake there is they got that 6-man EMP, but then they didn't rush onto the core, even though they had no abilities. They weren't going to be able to survive the brawl. I don't know why Fortnite Pancake decided to turn around and not rush in, but that was a crucial loss for Fortnite Pancake, especially with that 6-man EMP.
A lot of ults on the side of Surge Academy. The EMP does come out and cancel the beat, actually, and just a clean 6-man. A lot of ults dropped, however. Megalast dropping the Graviton Surge. Eli able to drop the EMP in response to Flaw's beat. And, oh, so not all, only 3 ults, actually. My mistake. So Surge Academy still having 4 ults available here. The Shatter comes out early from Bant, is blocked by Spooky. The Graviton and Shatter into the window, and it's just too much. There's too many ults from Fortnite Pancake to be able to stop, for Surge Academy, that is, to be able to stop anything. And another quick point flip as we come up to just about the midway point for both teams.
I mean, maybe that was an overcommitment from Fortnite Pancake there. They already had the 6-man grab and they had the Shatter, but they still invested the High Noon as well. And I mean, they only have this winner save themselves, but Lettuce, he's coming up on another EMP. It could be another 6-man here from Fortnite Pancake. And, you know, Pavi, he's been holding this Death Blossom, and Missy actually has the beat for the EMP this time. We'll see if this beat can, you know, be hidden from the EMP, and see if you get a massive beat here.
Really early window, unable to find anybody. The EMP finds 4. Superb able to find Bant early on. Pavi will fall as well. Megalast is able to trade out for Spooky, and as well as finding Benora, so it's not quite over. Megalast doing 3, fighting 3 herself on the high charge Zarya. As we talked about earlier on, so much work from this high charge Zarya. Megalast just doing really, really well. Staying alive, doing all the damage in response, and that might, despite early picks coming out from Fortnite Pancake, it will go over on the side of Surge Academy, it looks like.
I mean, yeah, it's Fortnite Pancake. They used the EMP, but I don't think they were decisive enough to stop the high charge Zarya. They have to run into the Surge Academy here when they get these massive EMPs, and Surge Academy, they're just able to outlive the EMP. I mean, they're going to commit ults here to try to stop them from even touching here, but Surge Academy, they have these ults. If they can touch point, yeah, they got the touch. I mean,
the Shatter and window get dropped early on, unable to really find anybody on the side of Surge Academy. The EMP comes out, finding 5. Lieutenant Lettuce will go down. Bant falls off the map as well. Patty finding 2 with the Reaper ult, and that's going to do it. That's going to be Surge Academy going up 1-0 on this Koth map.
I mean, I think it's just Surge Academy being so much more decisive here on, I mean, Fortnite Pancake, like I was just saying, they were getting these massive EMPs, but then they would just EMP, and they would just be like, all right, we got the EMP. They can't do anything. We're not going to do anything either. And, you know, they just kind of sat there as soon as Lettuce got the big EMPs, and you needed to be super aggressive here, especially against Megalast and the Zarya. Megalast is putting in so much work on the Zarya, and, I mean, if Surge Academy keep playing it like this, they're going to easily win over Fortnite Pancake here.
Yeah, so far, the difference between the 2 Sombras has been follow-up, right? Eli has been getting consistent large EMPs and crucial EMPs where Lettuce has been getting very big EMPs, but his team has been unable to capitalize on it. That 1-6-man, just an absolute heartbreaker with his team losing the fight in a result, despite getting the 6-man EMP. As we'll see both teams going on that left side towards the drum to try and meet each other. Fire strikes come out from both sides, not really finding any huge damage. The pin does come out on the side of Spooky. So Bant will go down early on, but Pavi, once again on this Reaper, doing a lot of work, finding Lieutenant Lettuce early on. So that's more damage off the field on the side of Fortnite Pancake. He will fall to Superb. So it looks like Fortnite Pancake will be able to take point early on in this fight.
And Fortnite Pancake, they adjust their comp. They go to the McCree May here, and I think that's better than the Reaper Sombra here. The Flash just has so much more utility than either of the two DPS heroes on Surge County could ever hope for. The Freeze and the Flash can just absolutely murder Bant here on the Reinhardt. And I mean, Pavi, he has to get a flank off on the Reinhardt to do some significant damage, or Eli has to get a massive hack for them to do significant damage. But Fortnite Pancake, they just have to run, freeze, and flash to get the damage off on the Reinhardt here.
The wall comes out early. Both tanks are able to kind of kite around it early on. The lamp will come out on the side of Surge Academy. Not really finding anybody. Bant will just charge into the backline and be found early on by Benora, and that should be it, as the window is dropped as well to close out this fight. And just a really questionable charge, I would say, from Bant falling early on there.
I mean, like I was saying, this might be a compositional DPS difference, and Surge Academy, they're gonna have to build this EMP much faster. These EMPs have to be you have to have the EMP like every fight if you want to win here with the Reaper Sombra here, and we're only still 85% in the next EMP. We're gonna eventually get an EMP here, but I think it might be too late.
The early window fire strike coming out, not really finding anybody, as Surge Academy will try to re-engage. Bant trying to swing, find that shatter to mirror what Spooky just did to his entire team. The grab comes out on the side of Superb, as well as the freeze, freezing up almost the entire team of Surge Academy, and it will be another fight win for Fortnite Pancake. Just these ult rotations from Fortnite is just way too much for Surge Academy to even be able to contend with.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Recurve, but that was a 0-man EMP from Eli. I mean, I don't know if he got flashed or stunned out of it, but we saw the EMP. They committed the EMP in that fight, and it literally got 0 people. I mean, they're going to switch to this May pick, but it's too little too late. Fortnite Pancake, they have the ult here to win up this next fight.
The High Noon comes out, trying to just hold for as long as possible. It does seem like... Oh, Surge... Eli on the side of Surge Academy will fall early on, so that's a really good early pick from Lieutenant Lettuce as well. The beat to try and save his whole team from Fortnite Pancake, and I think that'll do it. That was just clean ult rotate. Pavi still has the Reaper ult, but will get taken out as the fight closes out here, and Missy is just on the top of the point. They'll deal with her eventually, I believe. as Fortnite Pancake will be able to equalize. It looks like probably as Lieutenant Lettuce does fall to Eli. No, that'll do it. As 1-1 as we go to map 3.3 for King of the Hill here. And yes, I did not see it, but it seems that the EMP was stunned by Lieutenant Lettuce. So really heads up play from him actually.
And like I was saying at the beginning of this map, Surge Academy here, this is the one point that they can run their dive. If they want to throw out Fortnite Pancake right now, because Fortnite Pancake, they've just realized, hey guys, let's just play McCree May. That works. If Surge Academy want to throw anything off here, this is their final chance to do it. They're going to play some wacky DPS on. They're going to do something. They have to do something here to throw off Surge Academy, and it might be an interesting pick here. They're going to run the Diva Hanzo, and I mean, I don't know if I agree with this. I think just mirroring them, what they did in Eichenwald, just mirroring and just running faster might be the key here to beating Fortnite Pancake.
Yeah, a little bit questionable considering all the work that Megalast was doing on the Zarya. And as I say that, Bant is able to find Mr. Chip with the Fire Strike early on, but Benora is able to trade out for him, so that's the main tank now unavailable on the side of Surge Academy. However, Fortnite Pancake running very low heals, only the Lucio left to keep them alive. A lot of damage being traded out from both teams. Pavi able to find Benora, so even more damage, but Lieutenant Lettuce is able to trade out for Turning Drop. Megalast finding Spooky as well, as Surge Academy is getting their respawns back. Bant is back to try and contest the point. Lieutenant Lettuce finds Eli, and it seems like this is still any team's fight. As I say that, Megalast finds Lieutenant Lettuce, and that's going to be an early flip for Surge Academy. Flaws able to find Pavi on the Lucio, or the Flaws on the Lucio able to find Pavi on the McCree somehow, as that's the go button for Fortnite Pancake as they speed back into the point to try and deal with this Rhine. Bant falling very low. The early Graviton Surge coming out from Superb, as now Spooky's just going to start swinging on it to try and get that shatter. But in return, will get shattered himself by Bant, finding 3. Bant picking up Benora as well. The High Noon comes out, unable to deal with anybody, really. Bant able to pin Mr. Chip. Pavi finding Spooky. Superb trying to trade out with Bant, but it's just not enough, as it seems like this is going to be a fight win, despite the really good recontest and the really good speed engage coming up from Fortnite Pancake.
That was crazy from both of these teams. I mean, you can see they've adjusted and they're playing out of their minds here in the final point. Neither of these teams want to lose here, and I think if Bant doesn't hit that crazy shatter, Surgical they actually lose that fight. So good heads up play from Bant to realize that he has a shatter, and Spooky's. I mean, they're not really looking for the shatter there, but.
The window comes out early on, unable to really find anybody as Fortnite Pancake just out-rotates them. The wall comes out, not really going to find Bant. Bant pinning in to try and find anybody. Will find Superb, but Spooky in return will pin Bant. So that's 2 in favor of 1 on the side of Fortnite Pancake, and it seems like this is going to be a trade. But as I say that, Megalast with 2. Megalast finding 2 herself, and Eli finding 2 as well. So just as Fortnite Pancake, some signs of life, just the picks that they needed. Megalast and Eli just completely dominating them.
They were so low from the Dragon Strike, and Megalast is just able to clean up with the micro missiles on D.Va. D.Va does so much damage with those micro missiles if unprotected, and I mean, Surge Academy here, it looks like they're just kind of trying to slide in here and win. They have the McCree ult, but that's all they have to their name.
And this is last fight territory here for Fortnite Pancake, and Pavi with 4! Pavi with the huge High Noon! Out of nowhere finding 5 that fight to end the game and send them to the next round, ending Fortnite Pancake's stay. Wow.
That is
an incredible High Noon from him, finding 5 in the last fight to clean it up for his team. Well done from Pavi, doing incredible work throughout the entire match on both Reaper and McCree, constantly taking flanks over and over again to do as much damage as he could, finding consistent picks on the Reaper, and just here, it speaks for itself, really. Finding 5 at the end to clutch it out for his team, and that'll do it.
I mean, yeah, I think Surge Academy, they kind of realized how to play their game. They weren't going to let Fortnite Pancake play their game. They said, you know, if you guys want to run the rush into us, fine, we'll play the rush. And they just played it better, and that's all Surge Academy had to do. They just wanted to play their style of rush and, you know, just beat up Fortnite Pancake. I mean, he wasn't able to play that Sombra, and they tried their hardest. They tried to switch it to the main McCree, but it just wasn't enough from Fortnite Pancake. I mean, well played from both teams. It was a very good match.
Very good from both sides, as we see really good adaptations coming out from Surge Academy to turn that around, looking really kind of lost on that first map of Dorado, and just completely 180ing it with really good adaptations on the side of DPS and just overall play style. So really well done from them. But for player of the match, I feel like, I would say, personally, Megalast. Just consistently doing extremely well on both Zarya and D.Va, clutching it out for their team over and over and over again, and just overall a really good performance from her. So that's my MVP, at least.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right, Recurve. Megalast, you know, she just put in constant damage to the Zarya. The Zarya was able to get so much value, and I mean, there's nothing Fortnite Pancake could really do to stop the Zarya. They weren't looking at the Zarya, and Megalast just went uncontested the entire game, just showing why Zarya might be the better pick if you don't have the best divas in the world. I mean, it's just free damage on the Zarya if nobody looks at her. I mean, that's just an easy dub.
Really good. And it seems like we have Spooky in for an interview here. Hello, Spooky. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
So how are you feeling after that one? How's the end of the road here?
Oh yeah, it completely sucks that we came so close to beating them, and then especially losing out of playoffs and not being able to play with my team again. It sucks. Yeah.
Well, I do have to say, throughout the season, I think everyone will agree, you just an incredible performance overall, on the Rhine especially. Just a really, really impressive, just consistently throughout every game, leading the league in many places in a lot of Rhine stats, including damage, I think, over a lot of A-League teams. So I think you've made your case to be a very prominent A-League player in the future as well. And just I want to congratulate you and your team, especially for a really good performance. Didn't quite find the win in the end, but surely a season to be proud of nonetheless. You guys did really well, so congratulations to you.
Thank you. Also, I just wanted to say to Surge Academy that was a great game, and they played really well.
Very true. So for a couple questions here. Would you can, after that really dominant first point hold on Dorado, I can imagine you were feeling really confident coming into the second map. Were you prepared for that adaptation from Surge Academy, or did it kind of catch you off guard to see the May Reaper come out?
I don't think they caught us off guard. I think we knew that they were going to play like many different forms of rush, either if it was the double hit scan that they played at the end, the Sombra. Like, I think we were prepared for everything. I think the thing on Eichenwald is that we just weren't coordinated enough for that.
Yeah, it is a very difficult map to kind of wrap around as a team, especially. So it's very understandable. Catches a lot of people off. Same thing with Dubani. Really difficult map overall. So with that, any questions from you, Wi-Fi? Anything you'd like to ask Spooky here from Fortnite Pancake?
Nothing really important, but I mean, I'm just glad you had a good season, and your Reinhardt was very dominant over the course of the season, and I hope we see you again in the future. I mean, good showing from Fortnite Pancake, even though you guys lost.
Can I have one last word?
Absolutely.
All right. I just want to say thank you to all my teammates, everyone else in B League, the production, everything. It's been a great 2 months of B League, and as being the first time captain, it's crazy. And also to Lettuce, Benora, Chip, Flaw, Superb, Taylor, Creamsicle, and Turtle Shell. You guys are all great, and play with you again.
Absolutely. So hearts in chat for Spooky. Did a great job over the course of this season on his team, and y'all should be very proud of everything you've accomplished. So congratulations to you. And on the other side here, we have 2 Surge Academy players coming in. We have Pavi, the DPS player for Surge Academy, as well. Oh, Pavy. Sorry, I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Everyone the entire season.
As well as Megalast. I am so sorry, Pavi. Pavy!
No!
Oh, I'm a fool. Okay. The Wi-Fi asks questions. I'm a fool.
So Pavy, I mean, we saw, me and Raker were talking about it, but it seemed like a mid-game adjustment for you guys on Eichenwald. I mean, what changed for you guys between Dorado and Eichenwald? Was there like a pep talk on how to beat them in the rush? Was it just like you're more comfortable on Eichenwald? What happened in between maps there?
I think it was just mostly just more comfortable on Eichenwald, because Dorado's a bit of a, well, it's a bit of a shit map.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, all the escort maps there were, so we just sort of want to get out of the way and go on to our better maps. And yeah,
nice. So especially coming into that third map, right? Because you saw a lot of success on the May Reaper composition on Eichenwald after you kind of adapted, and you didn't really come out with May, especially off that start on Mecha Base, I believe, if I remember correctly. Was that just what you guys practiced, or was it just like one of your players saying, "I'm not feeling May right now. We just go Reaper Sombra and just run it at them"?
well, I mean, Eli plays Sombra a lot more than May, so he's more comfortable on the Sombra.
Okay.
So we just went off from that.
All right. So a kind of comfort pick situation, I see.
Yeah.
And we have Megalas as well, who was our player of the match. Who, by the way, just a really solid performance overall, especially on the Zarya. Every time one of your DPS players fell, or you just needed that little extra kick, you were there constantly with high charge, doing a lot of damage, finding a lot of just overall final blows, I think. So congrats to you, just overall for a really good series. Anything from you? Anything you'd like to say going into the next game? Especially, I do not quite know who you're facing, but yeah.
I mean, we're obviously looking at the odds of fighting either Interns or DayDream. We're going into that kind of feeling confident, but not to the point where we're like, lol, let's just run anything. As well as just on that last map, like, we just adjusted better. We knew what to do in the long run, and just overall, it's something that doesn't really get highlighted, even though a lot of people talk about it, so it does get highlighted. But our support line just keeping us up all the time to make any sort of play that we do. And it sort of sometimes goes under the radar, but it's just such a big part of what we do. And it's kind of crazy.
Awesome. So any closing remarks, Wi-Fi, at all?
Yeah, I mean, like I said to Spooky, I mean, you guys played a good match, and good luck to whoever else, whoever the next opponent is you play. I mean, I know you'll probably be watching the stream just to, get a good look at them as they were to you. But I mean, good luck in your future matches, and I hope to see you pop off again. It was a really good play from you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we will be going to a quick break, and the next match up is DayDream versus Interns, the other semifinal match that we have for today. So stick around.
Let me tell you about me. Take it down in 1, 2, 3. I don't like my boys too sweet. I don't worry about you. I just worry about me. So you better run. You don't know what I need. Take it down in 1, 2, 3. Phone is buzzing up, beep beep. I don't care about you. I just care about me. So you better run. Take your pretty outfit and go. Show yourself right out of my zone. Now before I lose my control. Grass is always greener, you know. So I used to standing here for. Run back home to mama, let's go. Run boy run, run boy run, run boy run away. Run boy run, run boy run, run boy run away. Run boy run, run boy run, run boy run away. Run boy run, run boy run, run boy run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run boy run.
I just got cowed. Why? I just got cowed. Okay, this is my own casting. I'm not supposed to. It's cow chat, not me. Anyway, we're back with interns versus DayDream as the last semifinal game that we have. As we have Surge Academy going into the finals for one, and now we'll have either the interns or DayDream as the other joining them in the finals. Interns have been doing quite a lot so far. They've done really well overall this season in terms of improvement, starting off not so strong, but slowly building their way up to a contender, taking out Vector Matrix on their way here. And now they're up against probably the big bad of B-League so far in DayDream. So what are our thoughts going into this game so far, Wi-Fi?
DayDream, I mean, everybody knows what DayDream play. Everyone knows what they do. I mean, Ninja Monkey, just a menace in the B-League here, especially since, maybe his other roles are a bit higher than his ones in his fellow teammates in B-League here. But, I mean, Interns, they've been, as you said, they've been grinding. And Interns, they look very comfortable on all the comps that they play. And I think this is a good match for DayDream here. And they might give him a run for their money.
I will say I am a little biased. This is my B-League team, the Interns, that is. So I would like to say to them before this game started, I know I haven't exactly been there in terms of coaching like I would have liked to over the season, but I want you all to know I'm super proud of you in how you've improved over the course of the season, and I know you guys got this. So if you're listening, and anybody who's watching this back, love you guys. Hope you all do well in this game.
I think Interns have the one coach per week deal. I coach them once per week, and I did that once. And but DayDream, they're gonna run out the double bubble here against Interns' Ball Diva. Two sort of similar comps, but DayDream, they want to play a bit more aggressive with the ball. They can Interns can play a lot more free, and they should wait for the ball to do a little bit of the chaos here. And DayDream, they want to get an aggressive dive on a DayDream here, or on someone on Interns here.
Yeah, two very different styles coming out from either team. Interns running a more traditional dive composition, and as I say that, Ninja Monkey able to find Pika Bandito on the McCree, Blink as well finding Shadowcast on the Mercy. Zul will trade out for Blink, but having that Echo Mercy down early on is going to be really hard for Interns to be able to recontest, as everybody on their team is falling very, very low. And it seems like, yeah, Burr finding two there is probably going to be the nail in the coffin on first point entirely, because they weren't able to contest.
I think DayDream, especially if they can play as decisive as they are, double bubble is probably the stronger comp here against the ball, especially with the solo Zen. If you're gonna have the Mercy pocketing the Echo here on Interns, DayDream, they just have to realize and just have to run over Ippy on the Zen here, and Interns, they pretty much lost because they lose half their damage with the Discord, and I think DayDream are recognizing this, and they're just punishing Interns for slacking,
Yeah, losing that Echo Mercy early on was really hard for Interns to try and take a recontest, and it'll result in the first point loss. But I think hitting this reset here is going to be really good for them as they try and take high ground early on. A lot of just neutral damage being taken out as the High Noon comes out from Ninja Monkey. More to zone than anything. I don't think anybody's going to be found from this High Noon. He's just kind of taking a little bit of space. Yeah, exactly. The Slam coming out from Haitian Hobie to try and displace the enemy team. Blink falling very low, not quite dying. Titan as well forcing Burr on the Monkey off of the high ground, and it's still just very neutral. The Valk does come out from Shadowcast to try and keep his whole team healthy. The copy as well coming out from Blink, copying onto the Diva. He will find a Diva Bomb very, very soon. The Trance as well coming out from Ippy. So this is a lot of investment coming out from Interns so far. Diva Bomb comes out kind of small, but will find will find the Diva mech on the side of Interns. Titan will lose his mech early on there. Pika Bandito able to trade out his counterpart in Blink, and Burr and Saturn finding two in response. So this fight still looks like it's going in the way of DayDream, and yes, Ninja Monkey will find Pika Bandito super late as well, and Patient Homie very low, probably unable to recontest, and that's going to be second point so fast from DayDream.
In DayDreams, they had the ults there, and I think that's all they needed to cap. They have the ults, and all the ults in DayDream are super powerful. They have the Nano Monkey, they have the Echo ult, and Blink here. On the Intern side, you're committing for two players to be with that Echo. You have to commit the Mercy and the Echo to just fly around and hopefully get some picks. But DayDream, they only have the solo Echo, and they're able to completely dive with the Monkey. They don't have to worry about having the Mercy attached to them and only having one healer in the fight, really. And you see early ults here from DayDream.
Yeah, the High Noon finding Pika Bandito early on, so that's going to be the Echo unavailable on the side of Interns. The grab coming out, not really finding anybody as well, but Pika Bandito is still going down despite that. Saturn will find Haitian Homie as well. Titan does throw in the Diva Bomb, so maybe some life here. Will find Saturn, but it's just not enough as Burr and Ninja Monkey able to trade out for 2 players on their side as well. And I don't even think they're going to be able to get a 4-minute, 40-second cap time on Dorado. Wow, that's very fast.
That's an extremely fast time bank, and I think Interns here, they just weren't as decisive with the dive as DayDream was. Like I was saying, the double bubble, it has to be much more decisive and much more clean, and I think it's exactly what DayDream are pulling here. They seem much more comfortable on this double bubble than Interns do on the ball, and I mean, I think if DayDream are going to keep playing like this, if they can play the double bubble as precise as they are, it'll beat out the ball. And I mean, we just saw exactly what happened there. I mean, DayDream, they just built ults and they rolled over with their ults, and Interns, they never really had a chance to stop DayDream.
Now, for anyone unfamiliar, this time bank is unheard of on this map. You usually see cap times on Dorado within like a minute 30, sometimes mostly in overtime, or sometimes not even capping at all. Anything over 3 minutes is kind of heinous on the side of DayDream, and we're almost at 5 minutes. That means Interns barely got a contest at all, which is unheard of on this map. However, here it is, DayDream now having more of a time bank after full capping than they did when they started. So really high hill to climb now for Interns coming into this attack.
I mean, Interns are going to switch up their style here. They're going to play, the recurve special, just as the team implies, the Interns. They're going to pull out with the Pharah pick here, and I don't know if it's something they learned from you, but this Pharah could be massive if Ninja Monkey can't snipe down the Pharah here, and, if they can get some, free picks with the Pharah here, this could be winnable. Maybe a better pick than the Echo.
I do like the Pharah pick, and as I say that, Titan able to take down Burr on the Monkey, so that's an early kill for Intern. So signs of life here. They don't want to go down without a fight. Pika Bandito, like you said, on this Pharah, looking to do a lot of damage in the backline, try and find an off angle to spam from. Obviously, a Pharah aficionado myself, love seeing it from my own team especially, makes me happy. And it's just going to force DayDream back into a corner. Pika Bandito going very aggressive on this Pharah, taking a really large angle, able to get out actually, but will be facing the Echo. And the Pharah v Echo duel is very hard for the Pharah to win. So we'll see what he can do here, coming out with that. Everybody on the side of DayDream falling very low, but Saturn able to find Zool, and Blink able to trade out for Pika Bandito. Like I just said, Echo duel favoring Echo v Pharah favoring the Echo super hard. Blink finding 2 as well, the Pharah as well as Ippy on the Zen. And just everybody kind of getting traded out here. Shadowcast will be able to res up Pika Bandito on the Pharah, and Titan is able to take out Blink. So that's a very large threat just down for Owen. And they capped.
DayDream kind of C9 there. That was a
they lost.
Very unlucky.
They lost the fight anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll now see Interns coming into second point after a very fast first point. So the signs of life really good from them, trying to match this 112 with the 111 perhaps. On Dorado here.
I mean, this Pharah pick it's putting in so much pressure into DayDream's backline, and they aren't able to commit as clean dive because they're worrying about the Pharah here. DayDream, they had to, probably right here, they just have to ignore the Pharah at this point and just dive Ippy like they were on their attack. And I think that's the only way you beat the Pharah here is you just kind of have to ignore her.
Well, as you say that, Zool is able to take out Blink, and Pika Bandito able to take out Paracelsus as well. Ninja Monkey will find Pika Bandito, but he will get rezzed up, so that's a 2-man advantage now for Interns. The Trance comes out to try and keep everybody up, and Pika Bandito finds 2 with the Barrage. Really clean Pharah play from. So I'm very impressed. I'm loving this. This is great. I'm really good Pharah play coming out from Pika Bandito so far, despite being against the Echo.
This is some clean Pharah play, and like I was saying about ignoring the Pharah, Pika Bandito, he's ignoring the Echo. He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go into their backline and destroy them. And then
it's another point cap. Oh, no. So we have now a 5-minute 20-second time bank on the side of Interns and a 4-minute 40-second time bank on the side of DayDream. So we could be looking at the reverse 112, like the comeback with the 111 perhaps even. or maybe a 113. It doesn't look like they're going to cap quite as fast, but this fight is going to be pretty neutral for both. Burr will be picked off super early on. Ninja Monkey is able to find the Pharah, though. The Diva Bomb comes out to try and equalize, maybe. Not able to find anybody. Ninja Monkey doing a lot of work on this McCree, finding both the Pharah and the Mercy, but Zool will trade out his counterpart in Ninja Monkey, so that's a lot of damage down on the side of DayDream, and it looks like Interns will just choose to reset here. And despite the insanely fast caps from Interns so far,
Okay.
Burr has died.
I think he was maybe feeding for ult charge, but that's going to be a detriment for DayDream. Interns are able to come back fast here, especially with Burr dying. That was unlucky from Burr with the mines, and
this is going to be a lot of space taken from Interns off the back of that kill. Burr will go back in early on. Zool will find Paracelsus with the High Noon. Ninja Monkey able to trade him out, however. The High Noon from Ninja Monkey unable to really find anybody. Burr primaling in the back line, as well as Interns, Ippy trying to trance to keep this whole team alive. The slam coming out from Hashinomi. This is still anybody's fight. Well, as I say that, Burr and Saturn both finding Pika Bandito and Ippy, so that should be another fight win for DayDream, locking out Interns here.
I mean, yeah, even though Interns are able to take all that space, what they got in the pick, Interns, they might want to swap their comp here. Ippy, he swaps to the, looks like they might swap to the rush here. Wait, as we said, we got a pause, but...
We will have a pause come out here. So this pause happens as Interns are swapping. It looks like they are going to try and move over to the rush, and they had a really good comp for that, actually. Only losing out on 2 or 3 ults over a full comp swap, which is really good for them. Shadowcast hopping over to the Lucio, Pika hopping over to the Mei, and I assume Haitian Homie hopping over to the Reinhardt, what he's known for, his bread and butter, wake up babe, new Haitian Homie Shatter. So, in this kind of stylistic difference between Interns running the rush, presumably now, and DayDream running the double bubble with the Echo, who do we think is going to have sort of the advantage coming back into this on this third point?
I mean, I think DayDream, with the ulti they have, look, they have the dupe and they have the grab here, and they're coming up in the rally. I mean, they have these ults, and that should win them the first few fights or so, but they still have this 3-minute time bank, so they can wait for DayDream to burn ults and just build up there. So, I mean, this first fight doesn't have to be a decisive one. It just has to be a good dry fight, and DayDream, we have to get ults out of them. But, I mean, if DayDream recognize that they have to play for the ult cycle here, their comp is good for this. They have if they're able to pay perfectly as they did on their attack and get a good dive out here on someone like enforce an ML out early or something, that could be very good for DayDream. And this rush, I expect them to just rush on cart here and try to weather the storm through DayDream's ults.
And yeah, this comp from Interns is actually really good for them. It doesn't rely too heavily on ultimates. Rush is very, very good at just singling out one person, running at them, and dealing enough damage just with the overpowering force of 6 people to try and take them out. As it seems like Interns will be just taking point here. The grab coming out from Saturn to try and split them. Unable to really find anybody. Zool instead will find Blink on the side of DayDream, so that's 1 up now. Saturn will go down as well, but Ninja Monkey will trade out for Zool. So this fight is looking slightly in favor of Interns so far. The High Noon unable to connect with anybody as Burr tries to go back in on the Monkey, but dies once again. Oh, Burr getting caught out so much here on this Winston play. The copy will come out from Blink onto the Diva, so they will have that Diva mech back in. And Saturn coming back as well on the Zarya. The Diva Bomb is dropped to try and zone out a little bit. Will find Titan demeched, but Titan will find Paracelsus in return with his own Diva Bomb. The window will be coming out here from Ippy to try and trade out, to try and see if the fight is winnable, but I don't quite think it is. As you said earlier on, DayDream having way too many ults, just overpowering the Interns composition. Despite mismanaging them a little bit, it does seem like they'll be able to hold.
I mean, I think that might have been an overcommitment from Titan there with a Diva Bomb. I think Interns there, they just wanted to take a dry fight and not use any ults. I mean, they got all the ults from DayDream, even though they're very good. Saturn is coming close. Wait, Ninja Monkey swaps to the Pharah. This is a double. Okay, never mind. That was almost a double flyer comp from DayDream, and I think Ninja Monkey's so smart here, switching to a more spam-oriented comp here from DayDream. And the spam, they could take out the brawl if they just want to like wait in for the spam piece to come through here. But as I say, yep, here it comes.
Ninja Monkey able to take out Pika Bandito super early on the Mei, and Blink able to find Haitian Homie. So that's pretty much the fight right there. Shadowcast will drop the beat very late, unable to save either of his teammates, and that's gonna be another fight loss for Interns, trying to hit the reset here. Finally getting some ults online, but Shadowcast using that beat is really not what they needed there.
I mean, like I said, they switched this spam comp, and look, Ninja Monkey literally just swapped, and he already has Dragon. That's how you know they're putting in the spam damage against the Interns comp here. Titan has to be DMing more of the spam as they engage here, and rushing onto anybody here on DayDream. They need to take out either the Zarya or the Ana here, but they're playing so far back that the rush can't go on them. They just have to try to survive through the spam here.
Perhaps the grab coming out early. Ninja Monkey really wants this dragon to try and combo with it, but won't quite get it in time. The lamp does come out in that small corridor, and that's going to be a huge dragon. Ninja Monkey finding 3, including the Diva Mech, and Saturn able to clean up Pika Bandito. So we're probably coming into last fight territory after that grab dragon is used, and this is dire straits for Interns. With a huge time bank on the side of DayDream, they're going to need a miracle here.
Yeah, these ults are going to have to be massive here. The Blizzard, it has to be a huge Blizzard, but I'm afraid DayDream, they have a bunch of mobile characters, so I mean, who are you going to lock down with this Blizzard? I suppose maybe if Haitian jumps in and you freeze him, then you perma-freeze the monkey. That's really the only target I think you can get with this Blizzard here. I mean, what ults do you get? What are your ults do you hear if you're Interns?
The window not really connecting with anybody, but the Shatter finds 2. Zool able to pick up Saturn early on in that fight, so that's a +1 advantage on the side of Interns. But a Shatter from Blink with the copied Rhine, able to pick up the back line of Interns, and 2 coming out, as well as the res from Fanta onto Saturn, and that's going to be, I believe, it, as Interns aren't able to eke it out right at the end, getting stalled on 3rd point Dorado, despite a really valiant effort coming into this map. And that should be DayDream going up 1-0 in this series.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of what you wanted to see from DayDream. They just there's nothing that you can really do with Interns ults. I mean, all of their ults are kind of designed to just like solo kill people, but DayDream, their comp is so mobile and they have so much spam here, especially with Ninja Monkey switching to the Hanzo. I mean, it was a really good pick from Ninja Monkey. Look at this dragon here. I mean, he built that dragon in like 2 seconds as soon as he switched to the Hanzo, and I mean, that's just good play from DayDream, showing that the double bubble maybe better than the rush here, especially on Dorado. I mean, super hard for the rush to be able to rush out anybody here, especially when DayDream, they had the positioning already, and it just seems like DayDream, they're just running to a brick wall over and over.
Yes, the resident Smurf Ninja Monkey doing what he does best, finding a really early dragon after that switch and kind of cleaning up the fight with the grab dragon. A little bit late, but still finding a lot of kills in that small corridor, doing really lights out Hanzo play overall. And Interns, despite dropping that map, did have a sign of life there, coming off the back of, albeit 2 C9s, but had a really good time bank coming into 3rd point. There was signs of life over this overwhelming force that is DayDream, that they have been throughout the season. But what do we think Interns can do here to try and turn this around? Because they're oh so close to having something.
I think Interns, it was like before, maybe they want to choose a map pick that's more oriented to their comfort picks. Maybe, I don't know what map picks they pick here. It's the next hybrid, right? So maybe they pick King's Row for the more brawl-oriented stuff here. They know DayDream. They don't really like the rush in. I think Interns, they prefer the rush, especially with Haitian Homie on the Reinhardt. Well, I mean, it's such a signature hero from Haitian Homie here. And like I say, that they want to pick King's Row, and they just want to rush down, DayDream before they can do anything on the dive. Because, I mean, if Interns play into their game and they play their game, they play their rush, I mean, there's nothing really DayDream can do with the dive there. I mean, especially on a brawl-oriented map.
Yeah, this map is obviously kind of a neutral map for most teams in this league. King's Row is like the staple. All right, we're playing around here. Haitian Homie, obviously known for really, really good Rhine play overall. Just a really solid player all around on that character. DayDream, however, known for being really, really solid everywhere. So if that's enough, if Haitian Homie can make up the difference from like places where his team is lacking, maybe coordination differences, things like that, with his superior Rhine play, then maybe we'll see signs of life once again from Interns, maybe taking a map, maybe winning the series off of this. Who knows? I really hope so. Obviously, especially with more Pharah play. I was really happy to see Pika Bandito on the Pharah through the first 2 points. Seemed to be doing a lot of really good work for Interns, especially just overall. Getting a lot of value consistently on that character, seem to understand the way you play against that double bubble composition, even into the Echo, still finding value despite being in an unfavorable matchup. So if they can maybe work that in there somewhere, play to their strengths, whereas DayDream seems to be playing more of a standard, like, meta-ish comp with the KR, or not KR, Korean double bubble style.
The APAC meta.
The APAC meta, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know if you saw, but NYXL and Guangzhou had an open scrim last night, and the APAC, they've developed more of a different style with their double bubble. I mean, they still have the double bubble and the bring Ana, but instead of, like an Echo or something, they're actually preferring a Tracer Sombra. But I know APAC loves Sombra, so that might just be a default pick for APAC. They always default to Sombra, and they always default to Ana. It's super weird. I mean, it's just kind of how it be, but I mean, DayDream, they're making their DPS picks work. I mean, the Sombra you have to be super coordinated with, and DayDream, they're making their DPS picks work, and if they can continue to do so, I mean, it'll just be lights out over Interns.
Hey, before we get into the map, I want to congratulate the BPL channel on 1,000 followers, and thank you to Megalas for being the 1,000th follower. Congratulations, you win nothing. 1,000 followers on the Twitch channel means a lot. Look at us go.
There we go. We did it.
PogChamp moment.
We built this, everybody. Well, not we. It's really just Solomon. Solomon built this, but I guess BP2 kind of. Like
I didn't really contribute anything.
I contributed a lot personally. I do.
Yeah, maybe you.
Anyway, we're going into the King's Row map here with Interns versus DayDream. DayDream obviously coming in with the one map advantage, and it does look like I do see some Pharah from Interns with some Ryan from Patient Homie. I love to see it. Like I just said, hopefully playing to their strengths a little bit, trying to pull out what worked. Obviously, the Pharah worked real well.
There we go.
Yes. That makes me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. Well, listen, Junkrat is just the ground Pharah, pretty much, which is just So I'll give him a pass. I'll give Pika a pass here. I'll allow it.
I think it might be better for them to run more of a Junkrat. I mean, I know you like Pharah a lot, but you have to sacrifice the speed boost if you really want to run the Pharah here, and that's not something you can do with especially with Interns on the attack. You kind of need the speed boost for this rush because DayDream, they're playing with the defense here, and let's see if this Junkrat get any value.
And the rush will come out, but Haitian Hobie just exploded almost instantly coming off of that wall from Blink early on. Ninja Monkey will find Zul, and that's just right away. Fight almost over instantly as Haitian Homie just gets absolutely melted by DayDream.
DayDream, they have the May wall, and that's just super more important, especially on King's Row here. Look at this doorway that the Interns have to walk through here, especially this May wall's but they all make it through, but
they will make it through the wall, so that's really good on the side of Interns. The lamp will come out to try and keep Patient Homie healthy. He will start swinging at 1 HP, and it'll go down, and that's the main tank unavailable from Interns. Now, the tire will try and come out to equalize, but Ninja Monkey will find the tire, and Saturn will find Pika, so 0 value from that tire. A little ambitious, especially down your main tank, so that's already 1 ult unavailable as Interns will switch over to mirror the May now.
I think that was just a let's just throw Tire out here and see if I can kill 6. That was a hero play Tire, and I don't really blame him. Switching the May probably a lot better here than the Junkrat, even though I like Junkrat a lot. If you're not going to get as much spam in early picks here with the Junkrat, it's just not worth. The May wall is so much more powerful.
The Maywall comes out to try and zone off so that they can walk through. The Widow Fire Strike will find Partly Cloudy on the Lucio. Ninja Monkey, though, finding 2 in response, and the grab coming out from Saturn, as that's just going to be cleanup. It's simply not enough. The Window Fire Strike was a really good start for Interns, finding Partly Cloudy, that speed boost being unavailable for the side of DayDream, but it just wasn't enough as the sheer ult power from DayDream as well as the mechanical difference from Ninja Monkey just carried them through that fight.
Interns are slowly building up to these ults, but this Blizzard from Blink, he already has his Blizzard, and this Blizzard could lead DayDream into getting many more ults and starting an ult cycle here again on their defense. And Interns are going to have to end this fight quick.
The Shadow comes out from Haitian Homie, is able to find Ninja Monkey on the ground, not able to pick him up towards the end there. The freeze coming out as well from Blink, able to freeze up Haitian Homie. He will get kept alive. Maybe he will survive. So Zul finding 2 as well on the McCree, taking a huge flank angle, and the aggressive beat from Shadowcaster trying to walk back in. Saturn, however, finding Zul on that flank angle, getting punished for it right towards the end. The huge shatter from Sam to try and equalize. He will go down towards the end after finding Ippy. So that's now we're in a 3v4 3-4 situation for DayDream, possibly looking to recontest. However, Shadowcast will find Saturn, so that High Char Zarya being unavailable is really bad. But Ninja Monkey rolls into their team, partly Cloudy finding his mirror in Shadowcast, Paracelsus finding Haitian Homie, and Ninja Monkey just rolling into the May and finding them. And that's it. Not even one single tick for the Interns.
Oh, that is really bad for Interns. I mean, Ninja Monkey just putting his big boy pants on, showing, you know, I'm just gonna just roll up here and just click all the heads. And that's exactly, oh, wait, it's just going fast.
The aggressive Diva Bomb does get blocked. The Window Fire Strike comes out, not able to find anybody once again. The High Noon from Zul will find Paracelsus, so that's a lot of healing down on the side of DayDream, looking to try and equalize. But the Mail does come out from Pika Bandito as well. Shadowcast finding his mirror in Partly Cloudy, as well as Sam. Shadowcast fragging out on this Lucio. And Haitian Homie funding Blink, so this should be enough, I believe, for a first point cap by Interns after a really good hold from DayDream.
I mean, that was just the respawn difference there from Interns. I mean, they even swapped to the Moira to get back to the fight faster, and they already have this Coalescence, as Coalescence is probably one of the most fastest building ults in this game. And I mean, with the early Cold here, they actually might be able to get, you know, an early lead here in King's Row second. This Cole is a very powerful ult, but I mean, DayDream, they do have the Lamp, and Lamp is kind of a better ult event than Coalescence is. So I don't know about that, but they do have the grab for their name.
Yeah, DayDream will have the grab coming out, but Shadowcast working his way up to this beat in response to it. The grab will come out early on. Shadowcast will get it, able to beat his whole team to keep them alive. Blink holding mouse 1 on the grab to try and freeze them all up. Still unable to really find anybody. Both teams not really found any kills. The Shatter coming out from Sam finding 4, but he will get traded out nonetheless. And Pika Bandito and Haitian Homie finding 3 kills overall. And Saturn able to find Haitian Homie late in that fight, but it's just not enough. And it looks like we're going to go into probably the last fight of Point B King's Row here.
I mean, yeah, Interns, they used both of their support ults, and Paracelsus, he used that Lamp to try to kite away from both of the ults, but they tried to go back in. They didn't have the Lamp, and Interns were just able to just completely destroy them after DayDream used their Lamp and their grab. I mean, if they're just able to survive with this Moira, I mean, they're just able to outlive DayDream. And they've seen another C9.
Unable to quite contest. DayDream is, as the pin comes out from Sam, but he'll get stunned up and booped by Shadowcast, actually. Throwing in the Diva Bomb is Sad B, finding Paracelsus, as well as the Mail, despite winning the first point. This is, I believe, a little bit of an overcommit.
Yeah.
Interns dropping these ults here, just really unnecessary after capping that point B. Really good that they've capped it to make up for that really good stall from DayDream on first point, but being down those ults here is going to be really difficult for them.
Yeah, they lost probably one of the most important ults here is the Blizzard from Interns. I mean, I'm not entirely sure why Pika Bandito chucked that Blizzard in, but I mean, I guess they wanted the space. They wanted to not be able to have DayDream to push this up, but I mean, oh goody.
He eats the Mail, and Pika Bandito finding Ninja Monkey early on. So much damage gone. Ippy finding Sam. Sadby finding Saturn as well. Sadby doing so much work on this Diva. Eating that freeze is so big for Interns here as they're looking to clean up these kills. That's a clean team wipe on the side of Interns, as they might just look to cap here, as they'll be able to stall out these respawns coming out from DayDream. Sam will find his way back to the point on ball, though. Zul finding 2 with the High Noon for the recontest before the beat's able to come out. So already a huge advantage from Interns. The Shatter comes out and finds the Zarya. The Zarya will go down. Blink does find Shadowcast late. So signs of life from DayDream on this recontest, but everybody's frozen and there's just nothing they can do. Ninja Monkey will try and come back on the Tracer, but it's just not enough. And that's a really, really good time from Interns on after the really strong hold from DayDream with 145 left on King's Row.
I mean, even though that was an Ajax on the side of Interns, I mean, DayDream, I mean, I don't know. The Blizzard ult getting eaten is so massive for Interns. I mean, without that Blizzard ult being eaten, without some heroics from Sat B, I mean, Interns probably lose that. They had to commit their Diva Bomb and the Mail in the previous fight, and DayDream, they had the advantage with the ults. And another pause here from Interns pause. But you know, if they don't get these eats and the denies on these ultimates, I mean, this could have been they might have not even capped.
Yeah, Satbi with that eat of the Blizzard there was just really, really important for Interns getting this full cap on King's Row. And we saw DayDream with a really commanding hold, honestly, on first point. Holding to almost 30 seconds remaining before finally losing a grip on it. And it looked really dire for Interns. Having a really small time bank on point B of King's Row is really hard to overcome. But 2 quick caps that they had with really clean fights and really clean ult rotations, as well as some heroics from Sot B, ended in a overall really strong time from them. on King's Row here. So it's looking actually like promising for Interns now coming out on this defense. But as we know, DayDream, really, really strong team, able to find picks where they shouldn't be with Ninja Monkey on this McCree. So honestly, anything could happen. We could see DayDream with a 112, you know, like they just did on the map previous on Dorado with almost a 5-minute time bank. So obviously, DayDream very comfortable with being the attacking team after such a strong time bank on that map. So perhaps we see something similar here with a really fast time from them.
I mean, it seems that that's what the people think as well, especially with those Preds. I mean, 87% to DayDream. I mean, we just saw Interns. They played very decisive, especially after capping first point. And I mean, a DayDream, I think the people believe in DayDream, and we'll see if they can be able to just run over Interns like they did on the Dorado attack.
Interns will not be holding close like DayDream did, despite still having the Mei. The wall comes out not really that big, as well as the lamp early on from DayDream. Homie able to trade out his mirror in Sam on the Rhine, and now they're just going to be able to walk at the enemy team. Ninja Monkey falling very low and will fall to Zool. Blink able to trade out for Zool late in that fight, which is actually really, really good for DayDream. Having that kill onto the McCree is going to be really important for this recontest, as the respawns are going to be much faster.
I mean, yeah, Zool is probably one of the most important pieces in the Brawl comp here, especially that flash and the right click. She's able to put so much damage into the tanks, and you're going to see that lack of damage. Look, DayDream just push up because of the lack of damage here from Interns.
He drops the Shatter, unable to really find anybody, blocked by Sam, so really a good heads-up play from him. Saturn will find Pika Bandito, and Ninja Monkey will find Homie. Sabby once again trying to perform some heroics, killing Sam towards the end of this fight, but Saturn with that high charge, doing so much damage. He's just unstoppable here, just beaming down the back line, and that's going to be first point capped for DayDream.
I mean, yeah, I don't think if Blink doesn't get that pick on Zool, I think it might be a different story here for Interns on the defense. I mean, another pause, but I mean, Zool losing the McCree there, that was, like I said, that's arguably one of the most important picks in the Brawl comp. I mean, the flashbang is able to put so much pressure, especially without a diva to do anything. They have the bubble, but if they get flashed, they have to commit a bubble to saving just from the flashbang. And I mean, very good pick from Blink there. I mean,
yeah, Blink finding Zool towards the end of that fight definitely was a huge reason as to why they're able to cap points so easily, as well as both teams' window fire strikes really unable to find anything overall, as we're just kind of pausing back and forth here. Not sure quite what's going on. Oh, I think it was the beeping sound, actually. I think the spectators have saved you all from the torturous beeping sound. But yeah, we're gonna see so far coming into this next fight. Salma says yes. Okay, wonderful. DayDream has a significant ult advantage, having almost 5 ults up. Partly Cloudy working his way towards this beat, and Interns being down quite a bit, but coming up on quite a few. They're going to be close to that Blizzard. They will get the beat in this fight, and they will get the high noon in this fight. Possibly the Diva Bomb to try and make some space, but it's going to be later towards it. So if DayDream plays this aggression that they have, plays with this high tempo that they have pretty much all season, then Interns are going to find it really difficult to match these ultimates unless they disengage very well, which, as we saw, they're being able to kind of adapt over time. They're doing better and better as they find out how DayDream plays, as we saw on Dorado, taking those 2 points very quickly, and as we saw on just this map on their attack, after getting held for quite a while on first point King's Row, able to come back and cap the next 2 points very quickly. So we'll see, despite this ult advantage, if it will have any effect on this next fight, or if they'll be able to disengage quickly and try and come back with their own ults.
I mean, I think Interns here, this first fight here, I think they want to take a dry fight here probably. I mean, they know that DayDream has all these ults. I mean, look at all the ults DayDream has. They only had to commit the window for that fight, and I mean, this is either going to have to be the biggest dry fight, and DayDream have to just toss all their ults out willy-nilly, or Sappy's gonna have to eat, he has to worry about the high noon, he has to worry about the mail, and he has to worry about the grab. And I mean, I don't know if your diva can literally eat every single ultimate that DayDream has, but I mean, even then they still have the Shatter if DayDream want to keep committing and they want to cap second fast enough. But I mean, I don't know if DayDream want to do that. They want to commit all their ults, or if and just let but I think Interns, they want to probably take another dry fight here, and just try to get as many ults out as they can in DayDream, and then try to hold for the end of second.
Yeah, it's if they end up holding towards the end of second, like you said, it's a really good defender's point to hold because of the long spawn advantage that the defenders have. The attackers have to run all the way from pretty much point A to pretty much point 3. So, or point C. So having that to come back on if they do take this Dre fight, like you said, is going to be a really big advantage for them in trying to hold, because right now the time banks between the two teams just really one-sided. Interns having only 1 minute, or having a decent time of 1:45 left after a full cap of King's Row, but DayDream, after that quick 1 minute cap on first point, is looking to kind of snowball as they usually do. I keep talking about that Dorado map from previous with the really fast caps overall, almost 5 minutes on Dorado, which is unheard of. And it seems like that's what they're looking to do here, especially with how dominant they've been with ult rotations and ult usage, not overcommitting where Interns have. So if that continues, we'll see. But so far, I'd like to see maybe a quick adaptation from Interns, realize how far down they are in ultimates, and try and come back with it.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the only thing Interns really can do is, if they've been ult tracking correctly, they know DayDream has all these ults, and I mean, they're coming up on a few ults themselves, but I mean, I don't know here. I mean, DayDream, they have this 5 minute time bank, and if they can show how dominant they were as they were on Dorado, this could be another record maybe on King's Row. I don't know who has the fastest time bank in King's Row in the league, but this could be another 112.
Panther saying nothing but we win, despite being on neither of the teams in either of the game. Big from Panther, very large from him, as it looks like we're getting back into the game. With the pause finally being over. Don't know what happened. Somebody's PC maybe died. Blink looking up in the air on the Mei, just stargazing, it seems. No, he's back. Okay, he's good. He's fine. So once again, as we talked about before, DayDream coming out with a pretty large ult advantage, as they'll look to drop the grab. The early beat comes out from Shadowcast, and the grab as well from Saturn both will land, as well as the freeze coming out from Pika Bandito to try and trade out. Ninja Monkey will find Pika Bandito, but Zool will find Sam, and Pika Bandito finds Saturn after the Shatter. Oh, the huge Shatter from Heishinomi finds 3. Unable to pick up any kills from it, though. Oh, that's a heartbreaker as a Rhine player. But it will be enough for them to hold, to try and lock down this bridge.
I mean, yeah, and you got the grab out and the shatter out from DayDream, and that's exactly what we want to see from Interns here, but they're forced to back up because of this window, and we'll see if they're just going to keep backing up. I mean,
a really good disengage from Interns. If they can keep everybody alive here, this will be big for them, as they've wasted. Now Blink has wasted his freeze, trying to pick up early kills on them to try and snowball, and Heishinomi just walks back into them after the fire strike and picks up 2 kills. Ninja Monkey and Partly Cloudy both going down. The speed is unavailable on the side of DayDream, and Interns are just going to look to chase them all down. Zool finding Blink late in this fight, and Sam will fall as well. And just a really clean disengage into a re-engage with the speed amp from Shadowcast, and Heishinomi doing what he does best, swinging his hammer and just picking up kills left and right.
I mean, that's like just what we said. They had to wait out these ults, and they waited out. They managed to survive the grab, and they managed to survive the blizzard there with a clean disengage, and they're able to come back and just run them over. DayDream now, they have nothing to their name besides this beat, and they're coming up with Shatter.
The early beat comes out from DayDream to try and recontest, or re-engage, that is. The bomb from Set B as well, unable to really find anybody. Both lamps will go down early on. Shadowcast drops a beat in response, and Set B will lose his mech despite this. The Shatter comes out from Sam, will be blocked up by Heishinomi. Heishinomi will fall to Ninja Monkey, and Ninja Monkey picking up 2 as well, just right away. Saturn, a little bit of an overcommit by Paracelsus on that window, but it's just enough that fight will be over, and point B will go to DayDream.
I mean, I think Paracelsus using that window there, I think that shows you that DayDream, they're actually scared of Interns now. I think that's like fear from Paracelsus, is that if I don't use the window here, they could come back and they could just beat us. But I mean, that's how you know Interns is playing well. I mean, they're instilling fear into their opponents, and I mean, that's what you want. Third point here, probably one of the better points of the brawl here.
The window comes out on the side of Interns. The fire strike isn't really dropped, not really anybody being picked up either side. The shatter coming out from Sam from Heishinomi will find 3, but unable to pick up really anybody. And Sam just swinging his hammer with the huge advantage that he had, and that's going to be it. Ippy will jump off the map to try and reset with his team, and that's going to be a clean team kill from DayDream.
I don't know what happened to Blink's mail, but they committed the mail and the graph to that fight, and now Interns are coming up on one of their mails of their own, and they have there's nothing on DayDream to stop this mail, and if this mail gets this mail's huge, so I mean, Interns can hold here for a while.
The early high noon from Ninja Monkey getting shielded up to try and oh, it's 3! A really good speed boost from Partly Cloudy to get Ninja Monkey around the corner and finds 3 with the High Noon. And that should do it. That's going to be a 3rd-point cap off the back of Ninja Monkey's High Noon and speed boost to just win them the point. And that's almost twice as much time on the side of DayDream for this upcoming round.
I mean, that's crazy. DayDream, they got to 3rd and they were like, okay, time to play our game. And we just saw that they just ran over Interns with the ults that they had. They had the ults for each one of Interns push, and Interns, they didn't have the ults to compete against DayDream. DayDream, they had that massive ult bank, and the ults were all huge from DayDream, but Interns, this attack, it's gonna have to be huge. I mean, they're gonna have to cap extremely fast. They can't get held like they did on their first attack, and I mean, maybe they'll come up with a different comp here, maybe try to surprise DayDream a little bit, but I think DayDream, they know what they have to do. They played it well in their first defense, and if they can play as well as they did in their first defense, they'll just hold DayDream.
Yeah, this upcoming attack from Interns, they need to find out what they did wrong, because I believe, if I remember right, they won almost exclusively off of ults and just like straight up having a better ult bank. So coming up into this fight, they'll have to speed that up by quite a lot to find any kind of success here. They aren't going to be able to just walk at the enemy team, because as we've said time and time again, DayDream is a little bit of the school bully for all of B League so far, and they're going to need more than mechanics to try and take them down here, because DayDream has plenty of those. So on this attack here, we're going to be looking at Interns trying to get past this Maywall defense that DayDream is putting up, and the Maywall will not come out actually, and everybody will be able to get through. Shadowcast will find Ninja Monkey super early on, so that's a lot of damage off the field for DayDream. Both lamps will come out. The DayDream having the later lamp to keep their entire team alive. Pika Bandito will find it. Saturn on the high ground as the high charge Zarya will fall very low and actually fall himself, so that's even more damage off the field. And Interns just having a much faster offense than they just did, able to pick up first point almost right away. And this is really, really good for Interns actually.
Yeah, I think they figured out their issue. They just need to go faster against the May. I don't know why Blink didn't wall against the choke there. Maybe his, we saw them try to set up with the May wall to, I don't know how long the May wall cooldown is. It's like 8 seconds or something, right? But he might have not had the May wall, because he used the May wall to try to set up his Zarya on a high ground flank. But yeah, I don't know, that the not using the May wall there is huge, but they're hiding from the window here from Interns.
Really early window on the side of Interns to try and kind of deter the enemy team, I guess. The window in response from DayDream, but Haitian Homie will drop the Shatter and find 2. Pika Bandito and Shadowcast will be able to clean up both of those players, as well as Sam will go down late in the fight. Partly Cloudy will try and make a break for it towards the point to try and stall, but it's just not enough, as a really clean fight went off the back of only Shatter and window for Interns. Coming up now on Tire and High Noon, and DayDream still working up to that grab, but they will have Blizzard and Shatter online here, as well as the beat. So could go either way. Both teams looking pretty even in terms of ult bank. So this is going to be a pretty straight up fight for Interns to try and see if they can weather the storm. Patient Homie will be able to block that Shatter, which is really, really good for them. The Tire will get dropped at the same time as the High Noon. Tire will find 2. A big Tire from Pika Bandito, finding both the DPS on the side of Interns. Zul will find Paracelsus as well. The beat will get dropped super late in the fight. A little bit of an overcommit once again. Just, that beat, it's a heartbreaker, but I guess they needed it.
That beat might cost them this 3rd point. They have Grav and Blizzard. Sappy's going to have to eat both of these ults if they want to survive, or this Lamp's going to be massive. Or, I mean, they could go fast enough, but if DayDream just kite away from the brawl here and they just use the Grav and the Blizzard, and this is a free fight win for DayDream.
This fight is going to be all about surviving. Whichever team can just make the fight longer and get those key picks will be the winner. Pika Bandito is able to find Saturn super early on, but the grab and mail finds pretty much everybody on the side of Interns. Sam able to pick up 3, and it's just going to be clean. That's it.
Yeah.
The grab freeze combo is too much for Interns to counteract, especially after Shadowcast using that beat late on point B will result in them losing that fight there. But despite that, a really, really good push overall on the side of Interns, getting to 3rd point despite only having under 2 minutes to start with. So signs of life from Interns, really, really good push. This could be good for them, especially if they can put up as good of a defense as they did on point B last time. So we'll see coming into this 3-minute defense here if they can have a little bit better of a showing.
I mean, yeah, I think that third point only came down to Shadowcast. He used that beat, and that was not a beat that you wanted to see from the side of Interns. If they had that beat for third point, I mean, I don't know if they would have survived the Grab Blizzard. Grab Blizzard is just a huge old combo where, I mean, they're just all frozen and they just lose. They probably wouldn't have survived the beat, but even if they had beat, but there might have been a chance, but I mean, it's still a really good push from Interns considering they only had a minute 45. I mean, this defense here, this is going to have to be the longest defense. The first point defense is going to have to, it's very important here for Interns. If they can get a good first point defense and get their ults up by the time second rolls around, they can actually hold this.
It's going to be an important couple of fights for Interns. The longer they can stall this first point, the better their chances are going to look overall for the map. This is a really close match, despite what the predictions were looking like early on. Haitian Homie throwing out the Fire Strike to try and get early damage on the enemy team. We'll find a couple. But Sam falling pretty low, especially as he runs at the enemy team, falling almost half HP. Haitian Homie will hit the counter charge, so both rounds will go down. Sam will fall super early on, and Zol will trade out his partner in Ninja Monkey. So that's going to be a first point hold, or a first fight hold, that is, for Interns.
I mean, yeah, this is very good from Interns. So if they can keep holding like this, I mean, it's big. The first point hold is probably the most important here, especially with the overtime situation here that DayDream are going to be forced into if this time bait keeps getting tickled down. But I mean, even Ninja Monkey, even though Zul got the better end of him, Ninja Monkey's going to have this high noon much faster than Zul is.
The wall comes out, not really able to find anybody, as well as the window on the side of Interns. Fire Strike not really going to find anybody either. Ninja Monkey will find somebody with the high noon, as well as finding Ippy just clicking heads. And it's going to overall just this overpowering force from DayDream just walking at the enemy team off the window and the high noon, able to pick up first point here. So not the best first point hold from Interns, but not bad. Taking a fight there is pretty good for their ult bank, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, but it's still good for Interns here. If they're able to hold, and, you know, they want to maximize the fight. Interns want to maximize the amount of fights they get here. They're going to try to go in very early here. You see they're already at Bookstore, and this is good for Interns. They have these ults coming up like the Blizzard and the High Noon, and if they can just use 1 or 2 ults every fight and slowly whittle down the time bank, I mean, it'll be a free second hold.
DayDream coming up with both tank ults and freeze, however, looking to try and take the fight to them, but Haitian Homie finding 3 with the shatter, finding 3 himself to pick. Haitian Homie says, I'll do it myself, picks up 3 with his own shatter, and stalls the DayDream push right away, as well as blocking Sam's shatter. So that's one of the tank ults now offline on the side of DayDream, and Interns able to hold this really crucial point for second. By the way, wake up, babe, new Haitian Homie shatter. True.
I mean, yeah, and the card's in a very good position for Interns here. They just get to hold the underpass here, and they have the ults to commit. And so look, it's an early pick on Ninja Monkey.
Both freezes come out. Soppy eats the grab. Soppy eats the grab. However, DayDream will find 3 Interns despite this. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker. The only I say it quite a lot. Whenever you get those key eats like that, whether it be a freeze, whether it be a grab, it always seems like the fight's lost. So Soppy, despite denying that grab from DayDream, will lose the fight overall. However, DayDream drops quite a few ultimates.
Yeah, they drop quite a few ultimates, and look at the ult bank here. And DayDream, they only have 25 seconds left. The massive ult bank from Interns could win. This is not good.
Sam finds Shadowcast super early on, and Blink is able to pick up 2 himself. Paracelsus is trading out his mirror as well as Haitian Homie, and that's going to be second point already done. So this is going to be it. This is going to be last fight. I don't even know if they get a recontest here.
I think they have a recontest because the card has to go through that animation to push, and maybe they have enough time. The Lucio's going to have to touch. He might have to solo beat to touch here. I don't know if they have.
Has to drop the beat here. Oh, he gets canceled. No. And that's it. Oh no. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh. Shadowcast's beat gets canceled, so he's unable to touch, and DayDream will take the series 2-0. Oh, I gotta say, as much as I want to be impartial, I'm heartbroken from that one. That was looking really good in favor of Interns to take that map. Oh man, I'm crushed. I'm crushed.
Yeah. That's just very unfortunate that Interns didn't get a chance to recontest there. I think they have a good chance of winning that recontest if they just able to make it back in time, but they didn't die. I think Interns, they needed to die fast enough. They didn't die fast enough. They stalled out the cart instead, and they got staggered respawns, and if they all came back and they all got back just as fast as the Lucio did, they have the chance of winning there. But it was good play from DayDream, and they're able to take it out over Interns here, and we'll see the DayDream going into the finals.
Really well played from DayDream, as they have pretty much this entire season. They've been lights out over and over and over again, as we've seen in every single series. Obviously, they've been undefeated. Interns coming very, very, very close to taking that map there on Kings Row, and who knows what would happen on map 3? Who knows? Maybe they take those. But obviously, DayDream's tank play was just extremely good for them today. Saturn always lights out on the Zarya, especially, and Sam hitting crucial shatters despite getting Haitian homie, getting a couple in there. Gotta talk my boy up a little bit. He popped off quite well. But who are we looking for our play of the match here? Wi-Fi. Who are we thinking?
I don't really know. I mean, I think everybody on DayDream played extremely well, and maybe we give it to. I don't really know. I mean, it's such a good. Saturn Ninja Monkey pops off as always. Saturn played very well. I mean, everyone was just playing well on DayDream. I mean, if I could give the MVP to anyone, I'd say it was just DayDream as a whole. They all played. It seems like they all played very well, but I don't know who to individually give it to. Who do you think, Recurve?
I would personally say Ninja Monkey for his consistent DPS play. Obviously, he's kind of smurfing a little bit. He's a little bit of a B-League bully, as they like to call him. But can't deny, done really, really well on the DPS throughout the entire series, finding consistent kills. His high noons were always super large value, especially on that third point leading to a quick cap from them. I would say was probably one of the most clutch plays in the entire series. So I would give it to Ninja Monkey personally. And as I say that, we have some Interns players ready to be interviewed as they join us here. Hello. Ippy, Titan, and Shadow Cost. Hello.
Hi. Anyway, look how far we've gone with absolutely no coaching.
What do you mean? Bing Bong is coached us.
And
Wi-Fi was there for one time.
we had to get in like the Alcoholics Anonymous support group to
Look,
to get.
Dad
gonna
showed
drop-
up for the soccer finals. Okay,
Yeah, well
I was
done.
there. All right,
Thank you, Dad.
listen. All right, so I do have to say I am very, very proud of y'all overall, just for the level of improvement that you had over the course of the season. Without my help, and I take absolutely no credit, obviously, because I wasn't involved. But they did just great work, just individually, and just like finding their own niche and turning into contenders at the end of the season. Just really well played from them overall. Just my utmost praise to you guys for doing as well as you have. And honestly, everybody's heartbroken. That you almost had it there right at the end with that recontest.
Yeah.
What was going through y'all's head as you came into that last fight?
So I think we called that they had a lot of ults correctly, but it was just the misplay from us to half our team pushed past window and half our team didn't. And at that point, we're 3 down, and we probably don't touch even with respawns.
Yeah, it was a matter of timing where we call 3, 2, 1, go, and then right on go, window drops.
A window, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely. Oh, my cam is exploding. It was definitely a little bit of an ult disadvantage that you guys had coming into that fight. I cannot state enough. I am heartbroken. I thought y'all were gonna win that very, very commandingly coming into that last fight. But once again, I can't say it enough. Over the course of the season, you guys did extremely well and improved to a point where you're top 3 now, or top 4,
Yeah.
I guess technically. But very much congrats to you, Wi-Fi. Do you have any questions for the boys at all?
No. I mean, I thought I would just leave the questions to you, considering this is your team, and I know you probably know them. I mean, even though you didn't show up to their games, I mean, I know you're the soccer dad and everything, but
more of the I gotta go get milk dad than soccer dad, I would say.
Course,
got the cigarettes, I guess. I got them. I got them, guys. I'm here. But once again, I'd like to say just congrats to you guys for coming as far as you have and doing as well as you have. Just individual improvement, team improvement, overall, just really, really big congratulations. Sorry it didn't turn out well for you in the end, but good job and great season.
Yeah, it was good fun. The one thing I will say though, I'm very glad that I don't have to stay up till 2 a.m. playing Overwatch anymore.
Very true.
I'm very sad that I don't get to repeat this season.
No, you'd have too much glory. Your ego would be too.
Yeah,
big.
I get the Force and CDs.
Yeah.
We got a Nerf Titan over here.
Yeah,
Very
so.
true. And I believe, do we have any DayDream players at all? We do not.
No.
They're getting ready.
Only the
Not.
good team.
They're getting ready for the final.
Yeah, they gotta get ready.
Yeah, we got the better players in here. It's
They're
fine.
getting their
Don't worry
press
about
ups
it. Don't worry
in.
about it.
They're getting spoiled.
Oh no, we got
Okay.
fucking anime person in waiting room. Don't invite him. Anime.
Okay. Oh,
Don't invite him.
Anyway, thank you all for coming and for playing such a great game. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wi-Fi, for being my casting duo for today. That's going to be all for us today. However, coming up, we have the DayDream versus Surge Academy B-League Grand Finals, everybody. So if you would like to see the epic conclusion of BPL B-League, BPL Season 2 B-League, that is, then stick around. And we'll see you all then.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game.
Wi-Fi getting so many picks. Leaving horrible Wi-Fi. Reptile with the bomb, looking to catch something. Maybe. Oh my God! What a high man on this wall. It's actually a big wall.
Oh, Jack with a huge girthy shatter. Oh, what a chat. Hey, one Team MTD member to another. Good show. Good yeah.
We're from a different time, yeah, we're of a different breed. Cause what we got is timeless, we supersede. And we're holding the key, yeah, we're tight as can be. We're rolling, just like we please. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. We're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light. Baby, cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide. Baby, cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know.
Window comes out by Mazino. Nobody yet. Helping out. Oh my word, though, but the year with the duplicate off the line and the shatter to go with it.
This S is there to keep the team alive. Oh, the bombs. Oh my God,
Different sort of thing. And oh, the shatter! Significant all six on the floor. The shatter's gonna come up from Smoke, but it will not get anywhere near the amount of value.
this is gonna be a huge rush, possibly. Another one for Buster Screen.
It's a big one.
Another three.
Are we on? My clean feed froze.
Yes, we are.
My clean feed froze. Shoot. 大家好，大家好。歡迎光臨BPL B League. So today, this is the finals. We're in. We're at the end of the season, guys. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, we've had quite a great
B League regular season, fantastic B League playoff matches, and it all culminates here with one final match, which it was the expected outcome if you looked at the seeding. We have
first
DayDream
against
and Surge
second. I
Academy
mean,
here.
like, I don't know, not much to say about that one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw these teams play just a couple weeks ago, and it was fantastic. I think we'll see some fantastic play tonight as well. It's going to be a
Indeed.
great way to cap off our B League finals.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, especially with DayDream, they're coming hot off of, well, a win against the Interns just earlier. They did really well. Honestly, clean gameplay. I mean, the Interns put up a fight, but DayDream able to close it out in the end. Surge Academy, however, looking just a little bit shakier against Fortnite Pancake, dropping a map to them. So it will be interesting to see, you know, will the matchup shape up to what it was the last time they played? Will it be a absolute roll for one side or the other? You know, it'll be interesting to see how everything pans out.
Yeah, it will. I mean, I think one big difference is that it's a 2 seed and a 3 seed. Obviously, why that match is going to be closer. But I think it also speaks to the talent that we have in B League, like relative in the B League at least. Obviously, all of our B League teams got knocked out very quickly in playoffs, in the main bracket. But when every team is kind of on equal playing field, there's been a decent amount of parity, and I think that creates really good games and has led to very intense matchups throughout the entire 5 weeks or so. So I think culminating in one very close matchup at the end will be very good. One key difference about this match is that it is a best of 5. So we will...
A lot of upset potential. This is the first of 3 series that we're going to have in the BPL. Actually, no, second, sorry. The first one would be the mid-season finals. So it'll be interesting. Will this pan out like the mid-season finals? Will DayDream mop the floor with Surge Academy? Considering the last time these two teams played was way back in week 2, and it was a roll for DayDream way back in week 2.
It was also the first match Surge Academy ever played.
Indeed, it was.
And I mean, they were shaky on that match, but after that they started to get a roll, and they were able to make the mid-season tournament and then kind of keep going from there.
Yeah, I mean, Surge Academy have been looking on the up and up since their season had started. I mean, just, you know, unfazed by that loss against DayDream. They just ended up going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0, just straight through the rest of the season. You know, taking that second spot with the 5-1. I mean, they took a map off of Research in midseason. I mean, not even Sydney Surfers have done that. So, you know, maybe Surge Academy, you know, just maybe some little something can happen here, you know?
Who knows?
Yeah, indeed. And our first map here is going to be Lijiang Tower. So, yeah, Lijiang Tower, I mean, heavily favors Rush in a lot of scenarios. We're going to be starting out on Night Market here, which could go either way. We've seen most B-League teams like to run that. Well, they do prefer to run the not the dive comp, the Rush comp. It's just the B-League special. And it
Definitely.
looks like,
I mean, I think...
Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening.
Yeah, Rush, I think, really complements the kind of more teamwork aspects of play rather than pure mechanical skill. Not to say, obviously, it requires no mechanical skill. But I think that's what B-League teams really like to... It's what makes the game so interesting, in that we get to look at how well they play together, and not solely, do you hit your shots as Widowmaker or not?
Basically. And here we are going into the map here. Looks like both teams opting to teleport, except DayDream does have May and Surge Academy have the Reaper. So they will be tapping into the Reaper Friday stock exchange here. Will it pay off for Surge Academy as both teams teleport to the point and they have a little skirmish here? Looks like Sam falling low, Bant as well. Looks like both teams investing immortality. Bant falling, first blood for DayDream, and the rest of Surge Academy are just getting cleaned up here. Clean fight here from DayDream.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very wishy-washy kind of fight at the beginning there, but DayDream hitting the ground first really allowed them to set up more with that Mei than the Reaper really got any value from Surge Academy, and it's just a solid fight win from DayDream, letting him get first cap and a lot of momentum starting off here. We also see Eli switch from the Symmetra onto the Mei to try to equalize the Mei play from DayDream.
Yeah, but it'll be tough. Sam with the shatter. He's got the Crocs on. He kills 4, gets 4 down, 4 killed. As Surge Academy are getting sent back to spawn. That fight was that was probably one of the quickest, cleanest fights in B League.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I cannot imagine being Megalith. Just Megalith got run down by everyone on the team. Just everyone else died, and everyone got just targeted. It was quite an engagement. We also have kind of the fight just restarting here. They have to play around this wall though. It's gonna be a big way to counteract some of the ultimates.
Oh, but that fire strike on the Missy takes her out of the fight. Pavi also going down. No Reaper Friday buff for you, says DayDream, as yet again another clean, decisive fight win from DayDream. I don't think any of them have died.
No, I don't believe so either.
I don't believe any of them have died. So DayDream is just taking the initiative here, saying, nope, no, Megalol, you are going back to spawn. Smile. And there it is. I think if you're Surge Academy, you just have to pray that the shatter from Bant is the biggest shatter he's ever hit in his career here. If you want to win this map.
That is actually exactly what you need.
Oh, the shatter. It catches 2. Saturn and Cloudy on the ground. Saturn grabbing him up with the freeze to combo with the Ninja Monkey's wall, making sure that Surge Academy have to play close together. Yeah. Okay, that has occurred.
What? Wait a minute. Pause, chat.
So that's the second time this has happened in BPL actually. The first time this occurred, I was actually admitting that lobby. It just crashed. The workshop just overloaded, I guess. I think that happened in an A-League match too. So yeah, that was a Maywall moment. Usually, I think last time when that did happen, it was because of a May through a blizzard or a wall, and it just broke the workshop. So
probably
that was an interesting one. That I don't know. I don't know what the admins are gonna want to call on that one. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think
if we could get a mod check here on the Solomon or Vic here.
Yeah.
What is the call on that map?
While we're waiting,
and I guess while we wait for that call,
we may be getting back into game.
I think the call. Okay, so the map will be continuing. DayDream will be given the 1-0. So the admins have ruled that DayDream have won that map on Night Market. So it looks like they'll be moving into Garden as our next map. So the scoreboard will be a little trippy. It will say 0-0 because again the game did crash, and sadly we're not Overwatch League, so we don't get fancy game restarting rollback magic.
Yeah, very unlucky.
But if there's any Blizzard devs listening, hit us up. bpl.solomon.gg. Hit us up. We could use that. That'd be very nice of you. But
certainly,
yeah. Did Surge Academy just dropped? They just fell over on that map. There's no other way to put it. DayDream.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna
like the
say
superior team.
We have one confirmed kill, one in that entire map.
One.
One on DayDream. It was partly cloudy. It was one, and at the very end, before it crashed. But so we obviously want to see a couple more kills from the.
Yeah, hopefully Surge Academy do pull out a few more kills here as DayDream moving out on the dive comp as Blink instantly annihilates Missy and a pause.
Pause. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean the map just started, but I mean, like, you know, I think it'll be interesting. DayDream having to play into Surge Academy with the rush comp. They have the Sombra and the Reaper, so if Sam tries to engage and Eli's able to land a hack, then, you know, goodbye, Sam. You're gone.
That is kind of what
So-
Surge Academy really wants to do here. That's their goal. I think you also really want to try to just play around Bant, especially because they're not playing any like crowd control. DayDream's not playing any crowd control that can boop away Bant, other than I guess a ball roll. But that shouldn't be the thing that knocks you off the map, even on the bridge when you're playing Reinhardt.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Surge Academy, I mean, your best shot right now, run at them. Run at DayDream. Run at Paracelsus. Run at Ninja Monkey. Just make sure,
Yeah,
and then
I mean,
just
I think
make sure that their backline can't do anything. Because if you're able to take out Paracelsus, you know, on the Zenyatta, Ninja Monkey on the McCree, that's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage output taken out if you're DayDream. So if you are Surge Academy, you do have to look for that win condition. But maybe not right now, because Missy is in spawn. You don't have the speed boost. Nor do you have a team. Bant and Turning Drop are dead.
I mean, they probably knew that and we didn't. Like, it's just like a locked-in thing. Like, oh, we're very dead, but they don't know. And here comes the reset. We're gonna come in for another fight in just a minute. I mean, really, this is just the quintessential B League game to finish it off. Just pauses abound. Chaos in the ranks, and
yeah, check out another one on your B League bingo charts. DayDream rolls a map and pause. Just check another one off the map here, off your bingo sheets here, and rush in every map. That's another one you can check off here. As Surge Academy rolling out on the rush here on Lijiang Garden. And Sam slamming in, Adaptive Shield able to keep him topped up, but Saturn getting demeched on the side of DayDream out in no man's land. Looks like he was healing for his supports there. As Ninja Monkey looking to make something happen. Never mind, Blink does that, but DayDream falling over like flies, man.
No
Pavi
tank on him.
taking out 3. There it is, team kill, sound of the gongs if you are Surge Academy, and there you have it. They won their first fight.
all right, we got this.
Yep, there it is. Once again, remember that DayDream is currently 1-0 in this map. So if they win this map, DayDream will win the entire map. They'll win Lijiang Tower if they win this one. However, if Surge Academy win it, then they'll take it to... We will be going to Control Center, final map.
Yeah, I mean, knowing B League luck, they're going to bring us back to Night Market, and we're gonna have to restart the map again.
We're gonna have to restart like 5 times, yeah, knowing B League. But on the topic of B League, let's talk about the actual game here. Eli gets taken out right after EMPing 4, it looks like, and DayDream picking up kills. Blink, oh, with that copy duplication going in there. I mean, Missy gets 1. That's cool. But if you're, but like,
cool. It does not really
cool.
have a huge impact on the fight.
Yeah, but that's it. That's it.
Blink switches to Ryan, and EMP comes out, and at that point, it's I have a huge hammer. Do I care about the EMP? And the answer is no. I don't care. And
Exactly.
they win the fight. That's really what happened there.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, they invested a good bit of ults if you're DayDream, so Surge Academy have a good shot to win this. The Valkyrie being popped and partly cloudy, Turning Drop going off the map, but turning it out for Paracelsus. Paracelsus able to get res though, there's the difference there. Eli getting taken out by Blink. As Pavi able to get a kill with that high noon, the beat invested from Missy, keeping her team all nice and topped up. As Sam kills Megalast and Pavi getting the better of his counterpart. And it looks like this fight could go either way. Surge Academy have flipped the point, so they are getting percentage. So they do want to stall this out as long as possible. As the respawns come in, Eli is back, Turning Drop is back. He has the window. Will he use it though? It does not look like he will use it as he falls to Paracelsus there. Still stalling is Surge Academy, however. So Bant's coming back, instantly RKOing the Paracelsus on the Zenyatta, taking him out instantly. Right before he can even get Transcendence there, and Blake is just putting the team on his back right now. The Fleta deadlift from the DPS duo of DayDream makes sure that Surge Academy won't be getting any more percentage today.
I mean, Bant got killed by a remake and then came back in and just bopped Paracelsus on his head. That was brutal. I just witnessed a murder.
That was dirty from Paracelsus. That was not Bant. Same person. Come on. Nah. Last fight here. If you are Surge Academy, you do want to win this one, as Band gets taken out early. Sam getting bopped around in the back line. Looks like he dropped mines, I believe. On the point here, Saturn popping the self-destructed zone. Surge Academy off the point. It looks like... Yeah, Surge Academy. Sure, the EMP comes out. It's able to hit 3 players, but Paracelsus with the Transcendence making sure his team stays nice and topped up. Will Surge Academy be able to stall it out? Band falls. Missy skidding around on the point. Unable to charge the beat in time. Eli translocating out because of that low health bar. Looks like Megalot's able to make a last-minute touch here. Sam does fall, though. And turning drop instantly eviscerated upon a touching the point. So there it is. DayDream will go up 1-0 here in map 1.
Yeah.
And don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. DayDream are up now 1-0. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, that's a map win. I mean, I don't know what you could do if you're Surge Academy there at the very end of the map.
Yeah.
They had 2 divas on the map with the bombs like right after each other. Where do you go to hide from that? Like, if they put it on opposite sides of the wall in control point, you just don't survive. And yeah, it's that was just brutal.
Wow, yeah, DayDream
Academy.
They came out guns blazing. They looked really strong. They obviously just like mopped the floor with Surge Academy there on that first map, which for those that didn't miss it, unfortunately the lobby did crash due to the workshop excessive load. However, that map was ruled in favor for DayDream, where they 100-0'd Surge Academy, and Surge Academy was only able to pick up 1 elimination that map, which is
at least that we could confirm. They might have gotten 1 in the first fight. They might have been able to pick up
1 elim, only 1, I believe. If anyone wants to run the VODs, but there was only 1 elimination, and just absolute Chad energy coming out from DayDream. Just absolutely coming in saying, yeah, we're gonna win, and there it is. There's the first map.
Yeah, there's the first map. I believe we are going to assault next. To 2CP.
Assault, yes, 2CP. This will be the first time 2CP has been played in playoffs here in the BPL. This will be the first 2CP map in playoffs.
So and, well,
anything can happen considering this is B League.
Anything
can happen.
We didn't play control in the mid-season. You're right. Oh my goodness. All right.
GCP was played, I think, on the first. I think it was played it was scheduled on the 1st to 3 in the mid-season. But
yeah, it was scheduled. I think it was the 4th map, and they didn't get to the 4th map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the map order here is control, 2CP, escort, hybrid, then back to control. So if Surge Academy able to push all 5, then we will see control played once again. But we shall see. Anything can happen. Draw potential. Any drawers in chat? I mean, anyone want to grab out their telescopes?
Potentially.
We have some substitutions here before we bring out the telescopes. So Burr, everyone's favorite New Zealand Warlord main tank, is coming in for Sam, for DayDream. And Fanta is coming in for Partly Cloudy, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
So
yeah, I think the map we're going to is Hanamura. I don't have confirmation on that, but I believe it's Hanamura. What's your opinion on that Hanamura for what Surge Academy wants to run, since they're the one counterpicking here?
Surge Academy. I mean, Hanamura first is a mixed bag in terms of what comps you want to run. I've seen Rush ran here. I've seen Dive ran here. It's a mixed bag, but I think the second point definitely favors Rush because you can just take the high ground. You have a spam comp, any sort of poke comp, a rush comp, you just take the high ground. Just take the high ground. What are they gonna do? You know.
I mean that is Hanamura. Basically,
that's Hanamura. That's how you play Hanamura. That's how you play Hanamura. Just take the high ground.
It's
so
take the high ground
Academy though.
Unless you're snowballing,
have a good shot.
Where then you run it right down mid, or if you have a Symmetra, you run it on the side, and that's about it. Good game.
Yeah, that's it. Hanamura. That's how you play Hanamura, guys. So we're getting into it here. Surge Academy on the attack this time. They're on the right side of your screen. So DayDream will be on the left here. Teams have swapped sides.
Yes. So I believe we have, our actual, like, our official substitutions. We also have, I think it's the same for Surge Academy. I want to say, at least. I don't think they swapped anyone out.
Starbuckered for turning drop, I believe.
So that's the one. You're right about that. That's what I was confused. I was like, who was their flex support? I think it was Starbucker. I don't remember seeing it. We kind of got off of map 1 pretty fast. So
Yeah. Map 1 simply did not occur. DayDream simply showed up and was 1-0. I don't know. But
Yeah,
hopefully
well.
map 2 will exist. Hopefully we can see Surge Academy. We'll see if they can come back, see if they can run it back here. Yeah, these two teams did play each other in week 2, and DayDream won Hanamura, so maybe they do it again.
The revenge.
Maybe Surge Academy. Maybe this is the start of the Surge Academy redemption arc. They run it back for the next 3
Possibly.
maps.
I mean, they are running very much a strong rush composition against
the dive.
Bubble dive. Yeah, bubble dive.
Yeah,
And
oh
there the
my
team goes.
god! Wow.
Wait.
This map just started and 4 people are already dead. Looks like Surge Academy are gonna get point presence here with the rush comp here, but I believe their healing output is very low, so they're going to have to play it safe here. Bant and Pavi, and Bant again. Bant taking out 2. Pavi with the nice little cheeky one there. And Missy getting a nice boop kill. Just means that Surge Academy very, very quickly take this map, take this first point here.
You know, sometimes when you look at Overwatch, you just get confused about what you're watching, and it's just a blur in your head. That's what I just saw, because I see 2 people from the supports, both supports for Surge Academy plank, and yet somehow they win the fight because DayDream used all their resources in the first 2 seconds of the fight, and Surge Academy could just win.
Yeah, on the topic of Surge Academy winning, Eli has taken out Paracelsus, so this is the go button if you are Surge Academy. Maybe not that hard though. Bant and Pavi instantly getting melted as soon as they touch the point here, and Surge Academy are just gonna have to do a nice quick little reset here, as that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a little too aggressive from Surge. Like they should. I think they really wanted to stay up there a bit longer, just to hold the high ground longer, potentially get EMP, use that win the fight. But they just kind of got a little greedy, jumped down, said we can win this fight. They lost their Zen, and then Bant dies, and it's
they
quick
just get
reset.
melted.
Yeah.
Echo beam go burr, and if you don't, and if you don't watch out for it, you're dead. Yeah, the ramp up damage is absolutely nasty. The EMP though from Eli, making sure Bob doesn't get any value, as Eli taking out Paracelsus as well. This should be the go button for Surge Academy. The shatter from Bant is unable to connect with anyone as Blink copies Bant on that Reinhardt character, and the Mind's able to zone off Surge Academy just enough where DayDream are able to claw their way back. I mean, Paracelsus just instantly got eviscerated, and it doesn't look like Surge Academy are able to capitalize. Eli able to pick up Blink. He kind of has the fadeaway there, and yeah, Surge Academy are sent back to spawn.
I mean, even fadeaway would imply that it wasn't immediately rezzed as well. Like, I mean, unfortunately, it's just kind of what Hanamura boils down to at some point, where it's a lot of trying to find that one fight where you can win, and you burn out all of their ultimates while you still have them. And I mean, I think that's just what makes 2CP such a weird game mode overall, and that is really a battle of attrition. And Surge Academy has plenty of time to try to find their window there to win, but currently DayDream is coming up on 4 ultimates, so that window does not seem to be likely anytime soon.
Yeah, man. I don't know about that one. Surge Academy as Bant instantly falling, even though Missy investing the beat. Pavi channeling the gods of Reaper Friday, and it does not look like they responded with grace as he gets taken out during his Death Blossom, and that was I don't know what happened there. What happened to Bant?
Bant, I think Bant missed beat because Missy used beat. And I don't think Bant got hit with the beat, and so Bant got planked. They use Grav whiff with it, and then they just commit the Death Blossom because they're gonna swap off of Reaper anyways.
Yeah, that was that was interesting, to say the least, from Surge Academy, as looks like their tanks just kind of died in spawn. Yikes.
Unideal. We see infiltration. Here comes Eli.
Yeah, what
trying
will
not
he
to get
do?
sidetracked.
What will he do? Looks like he is just waiting. Let's see if he can get this perfect EMP here. That might be what Surge Academy needs to win this fight, as Starbuck are getting close to that window. Maybe the window will be their window to win. As, never mind, he gets taken out by Ninja Monkey. So, if you are Surge Academy, just back up here. They're Blink investing the Echo Duplicate, able to build up a Shatter, but yeah, it does hit a shield, but it's enough. It's enough, as he's able to walk at Surge Academy, able to take them out, as Eli does get spotted. He's taken out very low.
I don't know.
Will they get him? Will they get him?
Oh,
there it is. They got him.
Brutal. Yeah, I don't know if I can agree with the use of that copy. I think the moment that Starbuck falls, they do just know that Surge Academy are in a retreat mode, and I think at that point you just have to make sure that they don't cross the doorway to try to just get some free ult charge, which I think the bombs did in and of themselves. So I don't think you need that Ryan to be just smash into them for that extra.
Yeah, for sure. As both supports popping ults, Fanta popping her Valkyrie, and Starbuck popping the window. Looks like both teams able to just kite it out. So nothing happening quite yet. We're going onto the high ground with the slam, just shaking everyone up. As Eli landing 3 people with that EMP, and Paracelsus is able to counter it with the Transcendence. The Shatter from Bant, unable to really knock anyone on the ground, as he gets instantly melted upon dropping the hammer. Missy able to take out Blink, but I don't think it's enough. It is not, as Surge Academy, they had 6 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah, that's kind of what 2CP is all about. Remember how I said that battle of attrition? Sometimes they just stack their ult. They just get a great, like, the team defending gets a great ultimate loop, and then
once you get that good ult rotation,
fight, maybe they don't win.
Yeah, you get that good ult rotation for DayDream, and it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I think if you are Surge Academy, this next fight has to hinge on being able to shut down DayDream's ults and hoping that Megalast can pop a big grab. Will she build up the grab? I do know what they will not have, though. High noon.
No, High noon.
Missy able to get the beat off, unable to save Megalast, however, as she falls. And Ninja Monkey just cleaning up house here on that high ground with the Ash. It looks like Surge Academy will be halted in their tracks here on Hanamura, as they are unable to really do anything here. They're unable to cap. Missy is still alive, stalling for a little bit. And oh, there it is. Megalast is back. She is on the ball. What will she do? And it looks like she will just not be able to touch again, as Saturn does take her out at the very end.
No touch.
So there it is. DayDream able to put the 6-minute hold on second point. So Surge Academy is halted after capturing only 1 point. No ticks. No ticks.
It's a brutal defense there for Surge Academy to get stifled with. However, we are in the ideal situation. It's we have a win, loss, and a draw. Yeah, win, loss, and draw.
It's drawable. Win, loss, and draw. All 3 scenarios can still be done. And
I mean, I'm all for the map.
What will occur? I'm all for the draw. I'm all for the draw.
Anyone up for map 8?
Any drawers? Yeah.
Draw?
It's get a draw in here. I mean, it's B-League. Let's make it as scuffed as possible. Let's get a draw. Now, check another one off the bingo board if we can get a draw here, as teams start rolling out here. DayDream on the offense here. Wow. Whoever's predicting Surge Academy to win, if they're able to clutch it out here, you have just crashed the economy.
I mean, yeah, it's only 7 people voting, but that's pretty brutal. Goodness.
You're about to crash the economy if Surge Academy wins these. Wow.
All
yeah,
right.
Those were your channel point predictions.
What is okay? I know I'm the color commentator, but what's this composition from Surge Academy trying to do? This just seems like chaos comp. Like
this is probably the British special, is what I'll call it here. Specifically
great
for the
name.
B-League. As it looks like DayDream rolling out on a similar comp. Oh, Megalast able to pick off Paracelsus on that Sigma hero. Looks like he's able to provide enough of a front line. I mean, Sigma's shield heavily nerfed. However, his survivability is just cracked out the wazoo. So just able to stand in front against that comp from DayDream. I mean, they can't really do anything against that Sigma, just chilling there. Especially if the supports from Surge Academy are able to keep him topped up like that. As on the topic of keeping people topped up, it wasn't Bant as he falls there. Starbuckered a little bit out of position. And it looks like DayDream are going to be able to crack this defense here at long last. As 3 people falling from Surge Academy usually means you don't win, you don't hold the first point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was really confused about. As we let this fight wrap up, DayDream has already, they just killed everyone on point. It's unlikely that Surge Academy is going to touch, honestly. But that's what I was really confused about when I saw this composition, because you don't have kind of that protection you'd want to have. You're running the Mercy and a ball, but you're running Sigma with the ball. It just I don't think it really adds up when you're trying to defend here, because that usually means you're gonna have to catch your ball who just dove in on the res, and you have no protection to try to get that res. So Bant just dies, and that's permanent. And then Starbreaker gets caught out of position, and you lose the fight guaranteed. Which
Exactly.
is really brutal.
Yeah, it's just what do you do here for Surge Academy? I mean, you do have the ultimate advantage here, but you're just getting taken out one by DayDream here. Able to get the res on the Pavi though, so that might help out if you are Surge Academy. Megalast getting taken out, unable to get value out of that Prophetic Flux, as it looks like the Echo Duplicate goes onto the Ashe. Ashe unable to even proc the Bob actually before dying, so Pavi, I don't know about that one. The grab onto Bant actually on the Wrecking Ball, just trying to come back and recontest. DayDream might get 2 CP'd here, as Bob coming out finally as Pavi respawns, taking out Ninja Monkey, able to provide enough sort of pressure onto DayDream to make sure they can't really overly aggress here, but it doesn't really matter as Megalast gets instantly roasted by the Echo. Blink picking up 3 kills. Eli able to get one onto Saturn, but I mean, you're May, but you're out of ice block. What can you do? Missy able to save him in the nick of time, but it's not enough as Blink's still able to burn through him. Missy herself falls as well. Starbucker not able to stay alive whatsoever, and it looks like DayDream will be walking out of this one 2-0 as they clean up the rest of Surge Academy. And there it is.
Yeah, just very brutal. So this is just map 2. We still have at minimum
have a third map.
left. Yeah, it's a best of 5.
First to 3.
Yeah, first to 3. Same thing, really.
Yeah, but I mean, first to 3 accounts for draws, you know? As Saturn, you see the nice Saturn bomb there. Nice Saturn gameplay.
Beautiful.
Picking up 4 in that crucial fight, and I mean, it's first to 3. I mean, Surge Academy, though, they're just not looking strong at all. They're looking so weak. Like, they just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think you really want to use his halftime well, so that you can just reset, say, hey, let's treat it as we're 0-0. Let's play the game, and let's
Surge Academy, man.
Huh?
They gotta hit the mental reset. They have to hit the reset. They gotta say, all right, guys, pack it up. We're gonna win the next 3. And on the topic of winning the next 3, they'll be here after the break. Oh, yo, would you look at that? We're back. So, I mean, before the break, I mean, DayDream just kind of came out and said, yeah, we're going to win. And when they did, they took
did.
2 convincing maps against Surge Academy. I mean, especially on Hanamura, Surge Academy looked so strong just going into it on their first attack. They had 6 minutes after capping first. They had 6 minutes and they got full held, no ticks. Which, if you're Surge Academy, God, man, your mental has to be boomed after that one. And yeah,
I'm kind of boomed honestly from looking at it and watching. It just sucks so much.
It's just like, I watched it, I was just like cringing, like, come on, you can't do that, man. And it was sad. It was very sad, and looks like we're gonna be going into Rialto here actually for our next map.
Rialto's a night. I think is going to be a good escort map. I mean, ultimately, like I said this before we went to the break, but if you're research, you have to just say, okay, we're coming in. It's not over. It's why we have a best of or a first of 3 instead of first of 2. Let's just play it out. We got this.
Just gotta win. Just
go
gotta
again.
Win. Just gotta go in and be like, yeah, we're gonna win. Oh.
Yeah.
Borrow
But,
a little
I mean,
borrow
it's
some
gonna be-
words from Mindhive, you know. What was it? 1 mind, 1 goal, win. Borrow some nice words. And on that note, Surge Academy do have a substitution again. Turning Drop coming back in for Starbucket. So it looks like that will be the only substitution here. Surge Academy choose to not change up, not Surge, DayDream choose to not change up any part of their roster as we move into Rialto here in just a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I think the reverse sweep is going to just be really difficult to happen from this point onwards. Rialto's kind of a swinging one, but then you're giving DayDream free pick on hybrid, which is something that you definitely want to dodge.
All right, I will stop you there.
Hybrid.
We have to say this. Observers, on the boats. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. The others are on the boats.
They're on the boats. Name a better combo. Oh, they're both on the boats.
Death.
Let's go. Woo.
Death, taxes, and the observers following the boats on Rialto.
Yep, the 3 inevitabilities of life right there. BPL observers on the Rialto boats, death and tax. Yeah, the 3 inevitabilities.
Burr really also wants to get in with the boat as well.
I think Burr tried to join in on the party there, as he didn't really quite make it. He went into the water there. Surge Academy, yeah, their comp, I think they want to match the rush or just do a poke comp. DayDream looking to do the same funny Zarya ball dive comp that they've been doing here with Blink on the Pharah this time actually instead of the Echo, borrowing some notes from the Brian Allen playbook here. Surge Academy rolling out on the Bastion with the Mercy Baptiste. So this is like a pseudo bunker comp. I mean, you have the Ryan Zarya tank line, but I don't think it really matters. Ninja Monkey's just in your back line. He's able to take out Missy, and there goes Pavy as well. So yeah, Surge Academy, you just have to back up here. You can't really do anything. You're just gonna have to keep kiting, DayDream, hope that you don't lose any more players. But as I say that, the rest of them just kind of go off the map there. I don't think you stay on Bastion here. You'll just get poked out. especially since
The-
you
the
only,
only-
especially since you have the Ryan Zarya. Not like you don't have the proper double shield to kind of cover all angles of attack. You just have the Ryan Zarya that you don't want to stay on the Bastion. And there it is, Pavey on the McCree now, Missy on the Lucio.
I mean, I think that there's only one thing that can beat the pirate ship 2.0, which is the B League bully Ninja Monkey in your backline. Speaking of
true.
the B League bully, take out Pavey and just a
Yeah. Saturn getting traded out by Turning Drop, but Ninja Monkey once again putting the team on his back, able to take out Eli there. So and Missy. Oh, Search Academy are just hemorrhaging players. So you're gonna have the backup once again. I mean, they did get a decent push on the cart. So nice, funny numbers, 69, just barely, but nice. Nice 69.98 meters for Surge Academy there on that little push, as they have just about half the time bank remaining. I think if you're able to keep this up, if you're Surge Academy, you should be fine. Just build your ults, play it slow, just try and bait out DayDream's ults, because they do have 5 coming up. So
yeah. I mean, you need to make sure that you're not going to get burned down.
as I say that, that's a dragon. Oh, never mind. I take that back. It kills Fanta somehow. Wow. As Burr going into the back line, Eli taking out another one with a kill onto Blink. Paracelsus looking to turn the fight by popping Transcendence, but the grab from Saturn as well, just to make sure that teams can follow up on it. Burr with a minefield on top of it. It looks like DayDream might be able to turn this as they take out 3 members of Surge Academy. Turning Drop says, I'm just gonna window. We win this fight. No Mega Low. Oh, you're not winning. Smile. And it looks like he takes out Paracelsus. Mega Last Turning Drop fall. So Surge Academy out of players. Bant 1 HP in a Dream as gets taken out. And it looks like DayDream just barely able to clutch that one out. I mean, they just won solely off the ult advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard even to say even the ult advantage. It was a 3-3 kind of even fight. They had a support. They had both their tanks. Megalith was out of mech, and Rialto is just a kind of a very weird map in that right when you hit towards the end of first point, the defenders have a slightly more advantageous spawn point. So DayDream couldn't reinforce their own line during the fight.
Ooh, on the topic of reinforcing lines, yeah, Surge Academy just ran down Saturn there. They freeze up Burr. Burr is living up to his name. Very cold right now with the May freeze. As Ninja Monkey using the recall there. This is your chance now, if you're Surge Academy. However, Turning Drop is not alive. The minefield being infested, as well as the Transcendence from Paracelsus, making sure no one else dies from DayDream. But as I say that, maybe with the High Noon taking out Fanta, will they be able to just roll this card in? Just barely. DayDream able to make a touch as Mega Last's self-destruct, just a remech there. The graph from Saturn is questionable. But it looks like Surge Academy able to cap this first point here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an aspect of overcommitment. You want to try to like, oh, if we stop them right now, we win the map, or we basically would win the map. So let me just toss it in. But Surge is gonna win that fight, and you already got out basically every single one of Surge's ults, and you're in a massive ultimate advantage. And now you've kind of thrown some of that away. You really only have one ultimate now that Ninja Monkey uses Pulse Bomb to kill the Immortality Field. So
yeah, it looks like a Pulse Bomb did get down, but it was instantly lamped up with the Immortality Field. The pin! Able to get Burr, but not enough to kill him. Blink. Oh, popping the barrage in the backline. Paracelsus, Ninja Monkey picking up kills of their own. So with that, Surge Academy are going to have to back off here as a Missy does kill Paracelsus, so that's one for the highlight reel.
Yes.
Oh, and she gets out. Oh, big.
Huge. I mean, now is when Surge Academy has their ideal fight. They have a bunch of ultimates coming online. DayDream, it do as well, but I think they're the ultimates you want to play around. So as long as you can pick off Paracelsus early, you are fine. Otherwise, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, Pavi does pick up Ninja Monkey, so that is big if you're Surge Academy, but Blink is just pumping out damage right above you, and there's not much you can really do about it at this moment. They do need to pick up the cart, though. That is the thing they need to do. As Turning Drop uses the Immortality Field, so Bant is just getting chunked out here. Mega Last falling extremely low with the Discord. Bant with the Shatter, able to pick up a few. They kill Saturn off of it. Parasols is popping their Transcendence to make sure his team stays up. Blink has the Barrage, able to get the Resurrection off. Blink with the Barrage. Burr picking up 3. And the Minefield invested from them as well. So Search Academy once again getting sent back just off the precipice that DayDream just pressed Q.
Yeah, I mean, Surge Academy, here's the good and the bad, and it's going to have to be really quick. Good, you have a lot of ultimates. DayDream do not. Bad, you have 14 seconds to convert on that, and that's going to be very difficult because you already have Bant dead because of the boop.
But that is big though. Fanta does get taken out. Oh, Pavi gets traded, but the support down is more crucial. The Grapham Saturn, but Megalas is just barely in range to contest the cart. They're proccing overtime for Surge Academy as Megalas picking up Burr. Missy does fall after using the beat just not that long ago. Ninja Monkey taking out Band there and picking up Turning Drop. That should be it for Surge Academy. However, I've seen them win these. Maybe not against all 6, but maybe 5 there. Blink did pop the Barrage there just now. So there it is. Surge Academy, no more attacking. That will be it. If you are
I mean, they're not necessarily out of attacking. They could win the map. Let's not count the map.
They can win the map, yeah. No more attacking. Unrealto, you're done. Funny number 69 on there. Funny 6 number on there. As DayDream, they have to push it. They push it a point and 66, and they will be golden.
Wait, it now says point. It says now 0.71. You've ruined it.
I've been scammed.
We did get.
I've been scammed by Blizzard Entertainment. Oh man, I've been scammed by Blizzard. I just got scammed by Blizzard.
We gotta look back at those numbers. I think we got tricked by Overwatch and their measuring devices.
Small indie company, man, can't even get a ruler correct. Oh my god, they can't even buy a ruler. As DayDream looking like the Surge Academy looking like they're gonna roll out on a interesting defensive comp here with the Ryan Zarya, but with the more dive pokey tank and support line here.
Yeah.
So
I think this is an interesting defensive composition from Surge Academy. I think it'll be really interesting. I think because DayDream's playing a very similar composition for their attacks, I think it'll be a very interesting kind of mirror. And I think it's slightly in favor of Surge, but I'm not too sure. It really depends on this matchup between Blink and Eli.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it depends who wins that battle. Burr and Saturn and Blink making wholesale swaps here. Burr and Saturn going for that ball. Zarya, Blink on the Pharah here against the Echo. For the most part, people have just been calling Echo better Pharah, so it'll be interesting to see if Blink can win that duel against Eli. Never mind, he wins the duel against Pavi, so there it is. There it is. Surge Academy down a DPS. I don't know if you really want to res that. It was in a decent position if you were looking for a resurrection, but it doesn't look like that will happen. As DayDream just taking a lot of poke damage, Ninja Monkey able to proc the recall to make sure he doesn't die, as Saturn is getting chunked out in the front lines here. Oh, and so is Bant. There he is. He's gone. No more Bant. As he gets sent back to spawn with a nice melee from Saturn. Ninja Monkey on the flank here with Burr on the ball. What will they do? Ball slams up and Ninja Monkey confirms a kill. Eli falling. There goes Turning Drop and Megalas. So there it is. Surge Academy's defense is no more. They will have to go back to spawn and try again.
It's just an incredibly, astonishingly ineffective defense. I think I've seen Surge Academy basically hold their S key the entire first point defense here.
Yeah, it was just all S, no W. Just the W key was just unbound. But maybe they should bind it again, because DayDream did kind of just lose 3 members. They let Phantom res in broad daylight there, which is not what you want to do for Surge Academy. And then they just lose again. They just turn it around and they lose.
Oh no.
Like, you pick up 3, you kill 3 on DayDream, you're only down 1, and what do you do? You just don't aggress.
Yeah. Oh, we have a kill on Blink though. This could be the revenge This could be where we have the
this could be the turning point. Brought to you by, I don't know who sponsors that segment on Owl. 4:20 on the clock for DayDream. I mean, that's not a lot of distance they have to push it. Only about 20 meters here, just around the corner as Surge Academy. Looks like Eli duping the Pharah. Burr with the minefield, able to pick off Pavi, but the shatter from Ben, able to knock some people from DayDream on the ground. Burr and Saturn fall. No tanks for DayDream. They're able to res Pavi, so it looks like Surge Academy do stabilize here at long last.
Yeah, you definitely you kind of needed that. Like, I don't think there would be. I don't think it's like a quality kind of second point Rialto without some type of stabilization. It's a pretty easy part of the map to do so.
Yeah, I mean, this map, you can get held here. I've seen that happen. And let's see if DayDream can pull it off. Pavi able to pick off Ninja Monkey here. That is a crucial pick. Down a DPS for DayDream. Oh, but Eli's down now as well. Blink popping the barrage, able to get anything except a lot of damage. Bant not alive here for Surge Academy, and then the Karsh is rolling forward. It's getting dangerously close. 4 meters left for Surge Academy to hold it. Ninja Monkey comes back with the +1 on the Mega Last turning drop, falls to Saturn, and it looks like picking up another one onto Missy. Surge Academy are just out of players. Bant is back on the Wrecking Ball, but what will he do? He just simply cannot cog hard enough. He is not the best ball in BPL. And with that, DayDream take a clean 3-0, and they take the title of B-League champion here in the Bad Patch Mario League Season 2. Oh,
yeah, I mean, congratulations to DayDream.
Congratulations, DayDream. But what a season it's been for everyone involved.
Season, I mean,
DayDream, aside from when they played A-League teams, have only dropped 2 maps to B-League teams.
2 maps?
This entire season. 2 maps. They dropped one to Interns in the regular season, and wait, no, maybe it's just one. No, wait, no, it is just
only dropped one.
My math is wrong. They dropped one to Interns. That's the only map they've dropped this entire season.
They've dropped
excluding when they had to play A-League teams, of course.
Yeah, excluding when they had to play A-League teams, they've only lost 1 map. And if you include it, they've lost 7 total because of
just how that works. But I mean, congratulations if you are a DayDream. I mean, what an amazing season you guys have had. Just coming in, you guys just said, yeah, we're gonna win B-League. You guys put on the big boy pants. You guys just rolled everyone, and I mean, just a massive improvement all around. B-League, like if we just look at the VODs from Season 1 and compare that to Week 1 and compare them to Week 5, you'll see just a massive improvement from everyone all around, and just an amazing performance here for DayDream, especially in these finals. They just said that, yeah, we are first place by a long shot. Surge Academy not match up whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I not even just like this matchup and for B-League, but every single match has just been fantastic from DayDream. They've been very consistently a threat. There has been some of the players who have subbed out, both from other B-League teams, but DayDream as well, who've come into the A-League to be a ringer, and they've made a name for themselves, and it's always good to see whenever something like that happens for any B-League team.
Indeed.
I think we will have an interview in just a moment.
We do have the entire DayDream team.
Oh, bring him in! Let's go!
Come on. All right, let's get squished.
Bring him in! Bring him
Just
in!
break. So just let's see. This is Paracelsus, Fanta, Blink, Burr, Ninja Monkey, Pop Cloudy, Sam, Saturn, DayDream. Yeah, it's not
DayDream.
It's very cramped in here.
Look at it. It's a little cramped in here, just a little bit. How are you guys doing?
Congratulations.
Yeah, just congratulations, DayDream. I mean, a clean 3-0 win here for you guys. How are you guys feeling after that one?
Incredible. I finished my dinner. Yeah. How was you?
Yeah, big. How was the dinner?
Fun. It was so good. It was delicious.
The
taste of champions.
The taste of champions. I like that one. I mean, what do you guys think? Just think back to Week 1. Just think back to before the season. What were you guys thinking going into the season? Like, were you guys thinking you guys would just go on this amazing run, only dropping 1 map in the entire season?
I think for most of us, it was like our first season here. So at least, I don't want to speak for everybody, but at least for me, I had no idea how it was going to go. I didn't expect it to go like this.
That's pretty similar.
Yeah, Fenta and I joined mid-season, and it's really fun just joining a team that's already so dominant, just to make it even more dominant.
Yeah, it was a little unfair. I don't know why BPL let us have them.
It was a little unfair there. Maybe we need to look at the balance patch.
It was all approved. It went through all the rules, so maybe
it was approved. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's like does that stuff shock need more players? No. Does DayDream need more players? No. but here we are, pick up new players and they're still dominating, so it doesn't
underestimate the power of Blink.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, it just does not matter. And I mean, talk to the person that assembled this god squad. Let's talk to the cat. Let's talk to the man himself. Talk to Freya for a little bit.
Yeah.
Freya.
Hello. I can't take like any of the credit here. I need to give it to literally all of the players for being so like excited to play and so hyped up for it and so like enthusiastic. I need to give it to Ninja Monkey for being just a fantastic captain. I could not have asked for a better B-League captain. Man is just unreal good at just like doing all the things that a good captain needs to do, like setting up scrims, getting things together. I didn't have to worry about it at all. I have to give props to Panther for being a fantastic coach, coming in and working with the team, and the team for just being really, really receptive to the coaching, to the feedback, and like really being willing to grind and get better and practice because they just love playing together so much. And it's so much their win just for being so impressive in their dedication and their commitment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just claps all around. Claps all around.
Go Freya! Thanks for drafting me.
Fuck you.
Fog. And honestly, like, you guys, I mean, how should I word this? A lot of you guys from the start of the season and now, a lot of you guys have just talking about in the competitive ladder, a large portion of DayDream has just kind of shot upwards in the competitive ladder. How do you guys feel about that just over the course of the season?
Honestly, it's wild because when I had submitted the application, whatever, my peak was like 3,300. It was barely 3,300, and then we come to today, and last night I hit a 3,600, and also Sam. I mean, he Masters a few days ago also, so it's wild.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive stuff. I mean, like, at this rate, you guys are just smurfing in B-League at that rate.
We're pretty
And on the topic of B-League smurfs, let's talk to Ninja Monkey for a little bit. I mean, the man himself, the B-League bully. I mean, you initially were drafted to an A-League team, and then you know, scheduling issues, so you said, yeah, I can't play weekends, I'll play Friday instead. And you said, yeah, I'm just gonna bully kids in B-League. So how do you feel now that you've bullied your way to a season win?
I don't think I can take all the credit because honestly, like, my team, like, everyone on my team is just cracked. Like, there's people like Fanta, Partly, and Blink who are all like, I think, plat, but they should definitely be like way higher. And it's just like, it's not just me solo carrying my team. Like, if I couldn't have, I had so much space to be able to do what I was doing because of my team. And also I want to give thanks to Solomon for like letting me play in B-League, because I know at first like I wasn't sure if I was being able to, so I'm glad I was, and just happy that it happened finally.
I'm glad we could keep you in.
Yeah, finally got my first win, so let's go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go. I mean,
always takes a village,
absolutely
you know?
amazing. And I mean, this has always been joked about the entire season, and I feel like now that you've won B-League, I think it's the time to bring it up again. Will we get a DayDream versus Sovereign show match?
Ooh.
They're scared. They're scared. They're scared. We've expressed, and we were prepping for end of season for mid season. No A-League team was scrim us. They're just too scared. Like they're cowardice. They're cowards. They hide in their little corner of pride, right? They don't want to get stopped by a B-League. Like, look, PXP is good. Minehive is good, right? Like we lost to them. I can't give John to that, but if Sovereign want to come at us, we are arms open, ready. Get your hammers, get your warlord. You are going to get stomped.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, yeah.
So I guess we'll see you at All Stars.
Sovereign, yeah, Sovereign. Any Sovereign representatives in Twitch chat want to speak for your team? Maybe we can get a little something going in the All Star event, in All Stars, as a little nice, fun little postseason event. And yeah, I want to see it. I mean, like we always joke about, oh yeah, this team can beat that team, and B League can beat A League, and I guess sometimes you just gotta run the joke. Sometimes it doesn't. It's just how it is.
Yeah, just a note on show matches. We will do a proper application stuff. Like we will have a post. We will say if you have an idea for a show match, or you are part of a team that wants to do a show match, we will make sure we have it really cool, like All Stars weekend. We get like we'll bring back people's plats, like whatever we need to do. All right, we'll have a fun weekend of dumb stuff, including B-League stuff.
Was it PPOTF? Was it
PPMTD? Bring them
MTD?
back.
Close enough.
Put them on Horizon. Jobs
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, anything you guys want to say to the fans?
I just shout out Panther also because he was always there working with us like a lot of nights, even though he didn't have to. So
yeah, Panther
I think he helped us a lot.
Yeah, Panther played a huge role in the team.
Yeah, Panther made me a good Echo. Echo is just vertical Junkrat.
Vertical Junkrat. I like that comparison.
I want to give a shout out to like all the other B League teams. Obviously, like there's only one winner at the end of the day. I'm sure a lot of people like got crushed on this like playoff bracket. Like the whole B League community has just been really amazing. Like at the start of the season, I was wondering like, will like all the B League get like familiar with each other? But like having like B League stacks, B League pug nights, like B League like ringer scrims and stuff. Like as a community of like people that like all want to grow and that are all like were like overlooked in the A-League draft, like I think I've come to know a lot of really great people in the community. I want to give a shout out to like Flaws and Lettuce and Titan and Skybeam and Daniel and Burns. Like there's so many great people in this community, like in the B-League, that aren't talked about as much because they're not at the tippity top of competition. But like if you look all around and just like we're all so like familiar with each other, and it's great to see that I can be like in a part of not just a tournament but a community as a whole.
Indeed, and
very well said.
Very cool.
Very well said.
Also, he said in the Twitch chat.
Okay, not Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's actually so cracked.
Yeah, Obi-Wan is so good at the game, so hot and handsome.
Facts.
And shout out to Vector Matrix for just giving us the ego boost. Wait, no. I didn't mean like that. I mean, like, they just help us, like, become a better team with the warm-up scrim, with the, just helping us. We did this all for Chicken. We did this all for Vector Matrix.
Chicken Nugget God,
presenting them.
Yeah, Chicken Nugget God, where are you? Get in here.
Yeah.
I want you in here.
The 7th member of DayDream.
You mean the 9th? We have
the 9th, yeah.
The 9th member of DayDream. Get in here, 9th member of... where is he?
All the B-League teams made us work for this. Like,
yeah.
They all played really well.
We've been denied.
We've like practiced 4 comps, like counter comping and just like strategizing against like other teams. So they all played well too.
Yeah. Even when we had strats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Chicken Nugget God turning down the opportunity. But man, the 9th member of DayDream. Give it up for the 9th member of DayDream, guys.
Let's go. Chicken Nugget God.
Anyways, yeah, congratulations on the win.
Congratulations, DayDream. You have fought hard for this, of course.
One last thing I want to mention: we lost one map in all of B League. I think there were some technical issues there. Okay. I think there was an issue. I think we had an Express VPN then I think we would have been able to win that one map and get the golden one. So guys, ExpressVPN, the BPL sponsor. If you go to https:// ExpressVPN/BPL, you can get 3 months for free, guys.
Shit. And you support BPL.
ExpressVPN.com/BPL.
will pay us if you buy a subscription. Or
Exactly. So if you need a VPN, if you want to make sure you don't have any technical issues, make sure that make sure your ping is all right. Make sure we don't have those pauses like we did today. Make sure you go to ExpressVPN.com/BPL.
Crash. Make sure you have ExpressVPN.
Yeah, dude, my Rhine stats got messed up.
Yeah, I can play
I
with
don't know
10
what
less
happened.
ping.
It's
down from
only ever
200.
crashed in B League. I don't know what you guys do.
Yeah, and it was both our times too.
No, really? I think it crashed. It crashed once in A League, did it not?
I think so. I think it was B League. It was a B League team.
It was on Nepal. Crashed in it was on Nepal. I remember.
Yeah, that was our game.
It's B League. I don't know what you guys do.
Nepal and Lijiang, and it was B League both times.
Yeah.
So it's really just.
And I was admin both times, so that was cool.
We're just too powerful.
I don't know. B League is just too powerful. It's just too powerful for the workshop.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, DayDream, and of course, congratulations to all the B League teams. However far you've come in the tournament, it's been really nice. I always loved B League. People get a little crushed that they're not in the main teams, but then they find a team, and it's always so wholesome in so many of the teams that they kind of fight together. They can kind of relax a little bit. You don't have to go as intense as the A League teams have done. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of the B League players, all of the captains, all of the staff behind the teams, because it has not been easy. This season has not been a walk in the park for anybody. And especially B League has always had its twists and turns, as it always does. We always have one Brazil uprising, but that's just how it is.
Yep.
Congratulations, guys.
I mean, I also want to, if I can get a word in here, give it up for the people who've hosted B League matches each week on their own personal Twitch streams. And of course, our staff for BPL, for Solomon and Invictus, who pour their time and effort into running this league. It's not the same without you.
Yeah. And also, shout out to all the observers today. I mean, how many do we have today?
We had 4 observers for that final game, and it didn't make it any easier to watch because, I mean, this meta in itself is really hard to spectate because things happen all over the place, and B League games really don't make that any easier. You guys do weird stuff. Really
yeah. Shout out to the observers and going on those Rialto boats. I mean.
No one saw that. No one saw what happened on the Rialto boats.
I noted that, Bert. I think you wanted to join them, but I think you.
I just blame Ping and move on.
That is true. Congratulations! I think you're the first. You're the first champion of BPL that is in OCE.
You can't.
Yeah,
big from you. You're the
you all have your
first person in your region.
Tom and GD players now. So you are a B League champion, and of course, Surge Academy have runners-up. I kind of want to add something that's just a participant for everybody, so that everyone is like, "Yeah, I was in BPL," but then it kind of says your team there. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wait, did we get the flare? The B League champions flare?
No, on the Solomon.gg. That's what I care about.
Yeah, give us a roll right now.
Also, we'll give you a roll.
Give us a roll.
Give us it right now.
I've been waiting to check my Solomon.gg profile and just see B League champion this whole season. Oh, it's there! Oh boy!
Yeah, it's there already.
He lost. Confirmed.
I'm gonna throw DayDream out because you guys. I mean, thank you for talking to us. Congratulations on winning the season. Have a really good break. You can now breathe. You are finished unless you ring for teams, because I know some of you are fucking good enough. So tomorrow, of course. Thank you so much for being in this tournament in this season. We'll see you for something in the future and around the community.
All right.
I know that the B League is
appreciate it.
going to continue. I know it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, these are our sub 24 resumes. This B League champs.
Yeah.
Make sure
DayDream
you
for
sign
sub
them.
24.
Yeah, give me a sub, someone, please.
Just the entire team. I'm down.
Just the DayDream roster for sub 24.
speaking. Yeah.
I'll come back, Masters. Don't at me.
All right, thanks
No,
everyone.
I think I will at you.
I'm throwing you out slowly.
All right, bye guys.
Thank you.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. And now in the broadcast waiting room, we're done. We're done with them. Yeah, I want to take a minute or two, just kind of as
Do we want to talk about Surge Academy?
If they want to come in and talk, they're more than welcome. Or
They are in the wrong waiting room.
They're in the wrong waiting room.
They are in the B
Sure.
I mean,
let me drag
define the wrong one here. It is B League after all.
It's B stream. This is the A stream.
Wow.
Let me bring some Surge boys in. And Missy as well. Hello, Surge Academy. We have so many of you.
Yes.
The overlay is once again breaking. Hello, welcome. Commiserations on your game, but congratulations for being second place in BPL B League.
Yeah. I mean, it's no easy feat. 6 games, 5 weeks, and you have the playoff bracket. I mean, and also just making into the playoffs, and then just the mental defeat of getting shit stomped by A-League teams. I mean, you guys have been through it all, and just coming out with that second place is very formidable. You've fought through the entire season. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I mean, we are the first team and the only B League team to take a map off an A League team.
So true. Yeah, so true. So put that on the Solomon GG page. Put that on the Solomon GG page.
Took a map off.
I guess that is true. You're the only team to take a map off of an A-League.
Only B League team to take a map off an A-League team.
Yeah.
That is true.
Season 1. Yeah, even for season 1.
There we go.
No,
well,
I thought
that's not entirely
that-
true because OTF won against People's Plats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Never mind.
So
In season 2. In season 2.
in season 2. There you go.
Season 2.
Pick a map off. I mean, you didn't win, but it was against us.
You took a map. That's pretty cool. I
Maybe
mean,
the
especially
people
against
can.
Research, your parent team.
I mean, I don't know how much we count that game. You know, it is.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if we put it in a context here, Surface had 5 tries to do it, and they haven't done it once. So Surge Academy, you guys doing pretty good on that front.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
sorry.
at end of the season, how do you guys feel?
Honestly, I'm very pleasantly surprised with what the results were, and I'm just really happy that I got on the team that I got on, because, you know, they're just all so good. I love every one of my teammates. They're just so incredible, especially our support line.
Yeah, I mean, we have players from the support line in here. You guys gonna say something? You guys?
They don't talk much.
They don't talk much.
Hey, I was talking plenty during Busan. I almost lost my voice.
I know, the first time this whole season.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you guys played a crazy set. You guys played against what I believe it was
Fortnite Pancake,
and that was a crazy close match. It went down to the wire, and you guys came into this one heads high. And I mean, you guys performed formidably. You guys played out of your minds, and honestly, you said you guys didn't expect much coming in the beginning of the season. I mean, what do you feel now? Like, if you look back week 1, you know, as you guys got drafted, and then compared to now, like, really, how do you guys feel now? Just how does it feel?
Honestly, just I don't know. It's like, oh damn, that's how we went out. Like, that's how I feel, at least. Was
Yeah,
we went out 3-0.
It's gonna sting a little bit, right?
Yeah, it kind of hurts, but you know, it's whatever. Like, I looked into this game, I was like, damn, DayDream is a big outlier when it comes to the B League teams. And so, you know, like, they were the only team we lost to in the regular season, and you know, it happened again. But they honestly shouldn't be in B League. I don't know why they are. So kind of.
We are the number one honest team because we're.
Yeah, that is well. Okay. You see, when you say honest, people are gonna say like, "Oh, what about Sombra?" But
Yeah, you guys did play Sombra. That
We
is
did.
that is a mark on your that will be a mark on your resume. You did play Sombra.
we made Fortnite Pancake literally play Sombra because they were so mentally boomed by mine that, and then we still beat them. So it's kind of hilarious actually. And then when he teabagged me because I missed a headshot, and then it's whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, you guys fought to the end of the season. Just congratulations. You guys have anything you guys want to say to the fans?
I mean, the people don't really like us because we played Sombra, so there's not much to say to them other than.
And also, it's Tree
get
Guy's
destroyed.
game, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Tree Guy.
Okay.
I mean, okay. We want to go that far, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tree Guy do also be not here. So.
Yeah, he. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was
maybe.
his dad's birthday, I think.
We did have a good clip of Tree Guy when he was on like the DPS when he was on DPS on Volskaya. Eli was able to yoink his play of the game. That was great.
Dude, I was so happy when I yoinked his play of the game as Sombra. Oh, this made me feel so good inside. I did it twice, yeah.
Oh,
I think.
God.
Wait, was it to Tree Guy or was it to?
I know you did it to
Mega?
Tree Guy once. I think you got to play the game twice.
I think, I think it was 2 play the games, but only 1 yoinked from Trigger.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea how much my ego was fed that day when I saw that. Oh my
Suck
god.
up all the Tree Guy's ego into your own.
Yeah.
I have a lot of ego.
Yep. The Tree Guy ego gets funneled into you now. And I mean, you guys played second. I mean, how do you guys feel? I mean, like looking onward from today in the future, Sub 24, BPL season 3. Like, how do you guys feeling?
I mean,
sleepy.
Yeah, we have three people lads in here, and so it's like 3 a.m. for them, and they're on like 200 ms or something, and so it's
I
kind
made
of
up for
crazy.
that on Mahjong. I had like 1,300 ping during that pause while I was just waiting for it to frickin'.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, we're all in different time zones for the most part, so it's kind of crazy that even
I
with the
got
ping
ping all the
difference.
time. Like we have like a bunch of British. Eli's West Coast, Bant's like Midwest, and I don't know where Tree gets from. I know he's from Canada.
He's Canada.
But it was always on East Coast, so I always had like the same ping. Which
Yeah,
like East Coast.
it's like the BPL staff, right? Like all the players are like EU and NA, right? And they use the best kind of times, and then fucking all the staff is like European, Middle East. Like we're just completely separate, and we're all degenerates.
Yeah.
Like it's so.
Perhaps consider getting some NA staff.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
This is my. I am formally submitting my resume with that said.
Alternatively, we could just. Yeah, alternatively, you just make a 24-hour league so there's no sleep and no breaks. And so that everyone participates at the time it's best for them.
24-hour Goats League. Goats only, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, ping doesn't matter then, right? Right.
When it plays on, yeah.
Yeah. And then you just keep playing until you lose. I mean, nothing wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Just to wrap up, I mean, thank you, Serge. Like it's been fun to watch you guys grow. I hope you've enjoyed your time in the league, and especially with the fairly impressive record that you guys had. It's mainly just DayDream that was a thorn in your side.
Yeah, it was literally
It
just
was a
them.
thorn in everyone's side. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of take peace in that. Okay, DayDream #1. Surely it's not so satisfying, but there you go. But thank you so much for coming to talk to us.
Can I just want to say shout out to Bant for taking over as our team leader and like really, being like a coaching figure for us, even though he was also a player. Like I think Bant was actually the goat of our team. Besides Missy. Missy's actually cracked at main support. But
I want to say thanks to also everyone as well in B League. Zul, it's been fun to play with that one game. Saturn for covering me for that against Fortnite Pancake.
Zool for covering me in the playoff game.
Yeah, we learned to play Genji. You're very.
Thank you so much.
You know what we should do? We should nominate an MVP of the match.
We
Me.
Yeah.
We forgot to do that.
Yeah.
I nominate Tree Guy.
Let's make a tree guy.
Let's make a Tree
Let's
Guy.
do it. Let's make a tree guy. Let's complete. Let's complete the B League aesthetic by naming a tree guy.
Yes, Tree Guy.
MVP of the finals.
Yes, MVP of the
Not
B
even-
League finals.
Yeah, not even at the B League finals, and on the losing team. Let's, it's only fitting. It's only fitting. This is how we wrap up B League.
Yes, please.
I put it on the
Tree Guy.
website whether we will recognize it. Or
Yes.
It's I'm out. I tried.
Let's go.
Yes, we did.
We obviously will have a main, like a proper league MVP rather than just finals MVP. So we may do a B League MVP at the same time. So
me.
It could be Tree Guy again. We'll see.
Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote when that happens, guys.
Wait, where
That's
do we
pretty
vote?
cool.
Where do we vote?
There's nothing out.
T-Mobile MVP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Express
ExpressVPN MVP.
Thank you, Surge Academy. I'm gonna wrap this up because we've been yapping a long time. But thank you so much for coming to talk to us. It's been lovely to have you guys on the league.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It was fun.
Had a lot of fun.
I won that 5k that I did against Fortnite Pancake on Busan. I won that clipped and shipped.
Go do it. Find it. We'll put it in the video.
Do it, yeah.
Damn. Thank you so much. Let me throw them out.
Oh,
no. Pirates Spy. Almost threw out Pirate Spy.
You
Pirate Spy.
You almost did piss P dirty, bro.
Sorry, piss P. So that is it for the B League. For B League, full stop. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone in B League. And I mean just across BPL. You guys know how much I appreciate all of you. And I know it's mutual, so thank you. Thanks to all the team staff. B League is always a little bit funky, and it's kind of designed to be funky. You know, it means that if things go wrong, they can happen in B League rather than A League, a little. But thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you to all of the staff that have been helping, and especially the streamers. We had Teku, we had Rainbow, Recurve, Eisendrak, and what was the fifth?
Vic.
Me.
And Vic. Oh yeah, Vic was the first one. Sorry, I forgot.
Wow.
Very first.
Brutal.
The very first. Sorry, Vic. You're just so part of BPL, so I just didn't think about it. You're already in my brain. I couldn't load you up again. Thank you to them. Thank you to all the staff behind the scenes, admins as well, who do so much work. And just generally, as we head out to close both BPL B League and BPL Season 2 as a whole, and I'll yap more during the finals and everything, but I want to say a huge thank you to everybody. This is sort of like, it's so hard to make these work perfectly, and you have seen times where it doesn't work perfectly, seen times where things are rushed, as they always are, because it's BPL, you know. But thanks for holding on, because, you know, if you take a step back and think about it, sure, maybe you lost in a cheesy circumstance, or some weird rule happened, or some whatever. It was such a good season, and it always is. And we'll come back to think like, holy shit, BPL Season 2 tired me the fuck out, but God, was it good, you know?
Yeah.
As a note for going forward for BPL events, and we'll talk more as we go through playoffs and postseason, we have a lot of ideas. Nothing that we want to do immediately. There is the Tekogen Mind Hive Invitational for Valorant, and we're going to go raid him in a minute. He's doing Valorant Pugs, so a lot of names that you'll recognize. He's playing Valorant, so including Spooky, who's in there, who played earlier today, maybe. As well as Tekogen himself and a bunch of others. I don't see the list right now. Cynex is in there. There you go. But we have
Let's
ideas.
see.
For stuff like pre-made
You want me to
tourneys,
list them?
for-
You want me to list
No,
everyone in
that's
game?
fine. We have like, we have ideas, right? So I'm sure even if you're tired of BPL, make sure you stick around, because we're going to do things that are a lot of fun. Pre-made tourneys, mini weekend tourneys. Like we've got a lot of plans, and we're very open to ideas. So make sure you stick around.
Yeah.
But with that, that's all. Congratulations, DayDream. They have taken the rightful spot as B League champion. Surge Academy fallen underneath them, and congratulations to everybody else who played this season. It's been long, but it's been fun. Thanks to my staff today and every day. Tomorrow, let's talk tomorrow, because tomorrow, tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow we start the playoffs bracket for the league. We start with our top round. So if I show you that, this is the bracket here. We start with those top 4 matches: Cowboy Crew versus Drip Diff, Research versus Majesty, Sydney Servers versus Night Drive, and Clients versus Sharks. And we're starting with our bottom game there, Clients Sharks. That's going to be a banger to start us out. The loser of those will then drop down, and they will then play the teams that are remaining on Sunday. So that'll be Peaksby, Hockenbull, Molding, and Sarasota. That's all happening tomorrow. I believe we're starting at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, 5 p.m. on Sunday. So the playoffs may have finished for B-League, but it is just getting started for the rest of the A-League teams. This is going to be a fiery playoffs. We're going to have some amazing games. And I hope you're back tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for 1,000 followers as well. We've hit almost 19,000 views, 1,000 followers. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, last season, we did this all on my Twitch channel, which gave me good numbers. But, like, it's nice. It's lovely to see how it's just BPL pushing up these numbers, right? Like, it's lovely to see. Look what we've done. You know, I mean, I'm not going to go like fucking full corporate with this. We're only going to do the fun tournaments that we love, but it's lovely to see that we can also make a really cool broadcast. So thank you, everybody. With that, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to my casters today, Mustard Salsa and Recurve and Wi-Fi, who took you through the first 2.
Always an honor to cast B-League. It's always fun.
Yeah. The official, with the unofficial B-League casters.
I could not put you in finals. Yeah. We have more action tomorrow. Make sure you stay. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Goodbye, B-League. It's done.
Bye, B-League.
Hello, A-League playoffs. We'll see you tomorrow.